The Mocha Embassy attacked Swerve. We ain't see that coming.
That's not surprising to me because
And then it's like,
he's got to turn he's babyface and they're heels.
but
And
this
they
is
made
why.
a point of saying that, like, I mean, even you asked, like, where's Mobile Embassy?
But
It's
like, this is why AEW booking is so stupid. Why is Brian Cage not challenging for the title? That would make storyline fucking sense. Like Brian Cage is like, oh, you're not, you abandoned us. We're tired of being behind your back. I'm telling you, for the title, Christian just comes out of fucking nowhere. We haven't.
yeah, and it's just like you're getting teased any dissension or anything. Y'all just all right. We're just going to randomly have somebody get back today.
But my thing is, if you're gonna have a title, it makes more sense for him to challenge for the title.
Why? So we could lose like he does every other time?
Christian gonna lose too, but at least it'll make storyline sense. So,
You're asking for too much for them.
and then like even my boy LV 54, even he getting tired of AEW smart to it.
Oh yeah, he's getting tired of them now. Finally,
Yeah,
he's
he
finally coming
posted.
around to see the light.
Yeah, man. I gotta find this post. Um, but he's objective. He gave Backlash an 8 out of 10 on his review.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him a recommend, so he can be objective. He's not like like these other AEW smarts.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He just has a preference. Yeah, but
All right.
I think there's a little bias there, but he's are more.
All right. So he posted a post. He said, he's referring to people. Dynamite card is weak. Same people. AEW should do monthly pay per view. Pick a struggle. Even in your fantasy bucket, mine, you're gonna have to put 52 straight weeks of pay per view quality on free TV. Now a monthly pay per view, they're not on your loans for free. Told you. And he said the challenge is still out there for anyone who think AEW should have great cards every week. Show me how it's done. He said book all three shows with must see lineups 52 straight weeks. Make sense. Align your storyline and explain why I have to pay $50 a month for each pay per view.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, we him
He
going to
basically,
these is
yeah,
not good.
he's basically telling these smarts, like all y'all that doing all these fucking pay per view AEW shows, why would they book all these pay per view shows and then expect someone to pay per view? They some business.
It's not good.
But the smart they ain't thinking about business though. They're thinking about just these 5-star matches and bangers and all that shit. That's
You
why
know
you
what?
don't get. That's
But
why you don't get.
that's AEW's fault. That's AEW's fault because they've trained them to expect that. They've
Yep.
trained them to expect that. So on them.
I was watching Raw Monday night. And Raw put the AEW quality show better than AEW could. Show me an AEW show that had two good matches, like an AEW TV show that this year that had two matches as good as Dragon Off versus Ricochet and Booker versus Shane. Show me an AEW show. And then you had EO versus Natalia on that show. So show me an AEW show that had three matches of that quality on one of their dynamites or collisions.
And that's TV. But they're making that in the ring thing, they're making it meaningful. When you have those kind of matches, that's why you save those for an important time. You don't just throw them out there because ratings dipped last.
And then Then this is why you don't cater to smarts because then you give because that role was catered towards the fucking smarts. All the smarts that love wrestling and all that shit was catered towards them. They still finding some way to bitch though. It was some motherfucker online. They said, because Ilya is gonna go against James though, right? And some dude posted on I swear to God, and they have Ilya lose the fucking Jade, and there was a bunch of smarts under the comment. Oh no way they would do that. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They gave you that episode of Raw, and you're already looking for something to bitch about.
Look,
And by
man,
the way, if Ilya loses to Jey Uso, so what? Jey Uso is one of the most over people on the fucking roster. They're mad because if Ilya loses, they won't get their Gunther versus Ilya match. And I quoted this guy online when he said that. I'm like, y'all don't even think. I'm like, would you rather have Gunther versus Ilya on a premium live event with no commercial break interruption than on a Raw that's going to have like 2 or 3 commercials? They don't think like this, though.
no,
Go ahead and say what you about to say.
no. I mean, it's like you said. That's important. Like you need to save stuff like that. WWE they know our TV is our TV, but it's not our TV isn't our pay-per-view. We'll give you matches, but we're not going to give you the pay-per-view match. We might it's all about trying to it's like CM Punk said, man, you're trying to make money. You're trying to make money. The TV's not going to make money. That money's already made. He signed a contract. That money's made. What's not made is the pay-per-views. Pause. The live gates. That's where the money is.
And then plus, these people don't understand, y'all. They live in this little bubble. Most of these people have not seen these Ilya Gunther matches that y'all love so much. Like most of the Raw audience would rather see Jey Uso win that match because Jey Uso is freaking over. Most of these people don't have a fucking clue who Ilya is. They have a better idea of him now because of the match with Ricochet. Most of that Raw audience knows how good Ilya is because of his match with Ricochet they just saw on Monday more than any fucking match he has with.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because most of them have not seen this match. You can probably 20% of this audience have seen this match with the and that's what they don't understand. And then also Jey Uso and Gunther have unfinished business as well. Because remember, Jey Uso challenged Gunther for Intercontinental title, and Jimmy Uso interfered, so now he can get his one-on-one match with Gunther. That's more people know about that story than they do know about Gunther and Ilya Dragunov's past history.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, they had the match on a takeover.
It was no fans, though. It was no fans.
Yeah. They had a match at Takeover back when they were NXT UK. But like you said, you got 700,000 people that watch NXT. You got 2 million.
How many people watch NXT? Hey,
you got 2 million that watch Raw. Talking more triple the audience.
Oh, can you hear me? Listen, right now, audio
A little bit. But yeah, man, triple the audience is watching Raw than NXT. So it's like you said, that one match versus Ricochet, who is the kind of type he's the type of talent where if you let him just do his thing, he's gonna have a good match. He can't talk, but he can have a good match with pretty much anybody. And their styles mesh well. So he goes out there and he has that match. He was the NXT champion when they were doing the draft. When they announced the draft, they introduced him to the audience that first week. Now they have him in the tournament. They put him against Ricochet. That's how you build a star. That's how you build a star. Ricochet just won a little speed thing. They've been giving him TV time. Ilya Dragunov beats him. He's credible. It's a good win for Dragunov. Ricochet will be out. He'll be out.
And then he moves to Jade. Oh my God, he moved to one of the over talents on the roster.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. You really don't complain about that?
Yeah, that's just the way that's the way it's supposed to be. But these talents don't these people don't understand that that's how you do it. Like playing universe mode in 2K is fun. But when it comes time to draw money, I'm gonna give you a good enough show to where I can draw people in to come see the show. But I'm not going to give you a pay-per-view show. But yeah, you're going to see these stars. You're going to get some. You're going to get some good promos. You're going to get a couple good matches. You're going to get some segments that you don't like or care for. And that's going to be it. But it's going to be entertaining. That's all you need.
Yes.
That's all you need.
I think I'm gonna start making a YouTube video. My first video is gonna be why smart or the cancer of wrestling. They're so bad because the reason why I don't like smart is they think they're smarter than everybody, but they're really the dumbest. They're the dumbest ones that exist. They're so dumb because they think they're smarter than everyone, but they're not smarter than everyone.
Yeah, well, they think they're smart because they use little insider terms and they know this person and that person. But it's just like the person that like reads you all the stats from the newspaper the night before. But when it comes down to like actually knowing the person's game, they don't know. It's just what I see in the stats.
Like they're basically like anybody that watches wrestling is a mark. Like I'm a mark. Everybody, if you watch wrestling, you keep up with your mark. But they are the ones that are the smart. They're smarter, but they're not because they treat wrestling as a sport, and it's not a sport. It's not boxing or UFC where they actually having a real fight. Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And you push the people who beat fucking star. It's just like people that get mad at Bianca get pushed like a star. Damn, why don't push Bianca like a star? Because you don't just throw Bianca Belairs and Jade Cargill on fucking trees. It don't work like that. You get a fucking talent like that, you goddamn right I'm gonna push them. Because not often you're gonna get that.
Not everybody's meant to be a star. And then the ones that are stars, they're stars because more so that you got a wide audience that identify. They have charisma. They have a reason that gets people to invest in them. And if you got somebody like a Bianca that they'll invest in long term, that's who you got to build around. Like some people, like it, the Ultimate Warrior was uber over for a short period of time.
Yeah.
He couldn't work. His promos were, if you liked them because they were just kind of all over the place. But, that's a guy that you got to push to the top and spike while the iron's hot because it ain't going to last. But then you have other talents that you can build around for years. You get to build your entire company or division around these type of talents. And as Roman proved, man, you get the right guy in there, you get the right story, and you could build up a whole stable of stars. Look at Solo now. Look at all the baby faces that spawned from Roman. Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, a tag team guy that never even thought about being a single. Had that great story with Roman, and now he's one of the hottest in the game. Like that, when you have that sort of star with that sort of charisma and story that people can invest in, you build everything around that. Now you got guys, top guys that you can build around. CM Punk he's a top guy, but he's been hurt, but he has still elevated Drew McIntyre to a much higher level, even with him being hurt. That's a star. That's the difference.
Also, me and LP54, we were talking about this before. But me and him were talking about this for years ago. And we were talking about NXT Black and Gold. And NXT Black and Gold is more his style of wrestling. But I remember him even saying this, even during the heyday of NXT Black and Gold. He was saying, while NXT Black and Gold is some of the best wrestling, he said WWE is setting themselves back years doing this stuff. And this is the type of style of wrestling that he likes.
Yeah.
and we talk about it now. When you look at WWE's main eventers now, a lot of them are older. But like the Cody Rhodes, they're older. They're closer to their 40s than their 30s. A lot of Roman's closer. They were not during that Black and Gold era NXT. They were not building up like a Trick Williams, like a Braun Breaker, like a Old Perry or Carmelo Hayes. They weren't building up guys like that.
No.
And I know a lot of people want to blame Vince and say, oh, well, he didn't do this. And yes, Vince could have booked a lot of those guys better. But those guys still were getting called up for still not being caliber. They were like mid-card caliber. If Vince would have booked them at their best, they're mid-card guys. I'm sorry, Adam Cole is a mid-card, and Johnny Gargano is a mid-card. Those are not future main event guys in WWE. They're not. I don't care how good you book them. They're not. But now the guys that they're getting and they're developing that, and they got to keep changing. They got to find more guys now because they spent so much time trying to cater to the smarts that they lost track of what their development was supposed to be.
Yep. Yeah. That's something that we spoke about a number of times, like that when they started off as that 1 hour developmental show on the network. That was their most watched program on the network. Yep. And they were building stars. They were building talent for the future there. And then it just it got too hot. Fortunately, it got too hot, and we knew eventually they were going to monetize it, and that was going to be it.
Which leads to
like I think when people think of like the Black and Jack, can you hear us? I mean, yeah. Are you good now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, like when I think of the Black and Gold era, I think I'm pretty sure Josh, you think of it the same way. Like you think of the era when they were still developing, when Dusty was around, when you had that what was that show, like the Breaking Ground show or whatever? Yeah. And they were building these talents. And then it's like it said before, like I remember Samoa Joe having this interview. Like when he came in, he was originally never supposed to be a guy that comes into NXT and develop these guys, works with some of the talent that they're bringing up, but NXT got too hot and they needed to call them up. Your Garganos, your Ciampas, they were in the Cruiserweight Classic These were guys that were supposed to be vets that were supposed to enhance the talent that they had there, but they got too hot. They got too over. People started to get behind them. And so, NXT just as a promotion, or as a brand just got too hot to where they kind of rid of the developmental and was like, all right, we're gonna make a show out of this.
And it cost them because when Dusty was running NXT, they were getting the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins, the Bray Wyatts, the Big E's. And like those guys could be main event guys, and then like I'm sorry, Johnny Gargano ain't no fucking main eventer.
No.
Adam Cole, all these guys that they were pushing, Finn Balor, man, like no, Shinsuke not no. Like they're solid guys. You like to have them on your roster, but they're not WWE main event talent. But these are the top guys they're pushing down at NXT. And you're not, and they're staying out there 4, 5, 6 years. And the young talent that need to get on TV, they're not getting get on TV because you're pushing all these experienced talents.
Right.
To the top spot.
They got away from what they were doing. Because when they did get in Shinsuke Nakamura, when they did get in Finn Balor, yeah, we brought you into NXT so you could learn the WWE style, learn how to work the cameras, work this. You were down there 3-6 months and you were gone. That was it. You were there for a couple takeovers and that was it. Like there was no extended stay. And that was fine. You were introducing into this audience. You used to how we produce TV, and then off you go. But you said this like a lot once they went to 2 hours, and once they started trying to compete with AEW was another thing that got in their way. They got away from just getting those guys up. So things kind of got stale because you had these guys like Balor, like Gargano, like Ciampa, who, on one hand, they didn't want to move up because they knew what was waiting for them up there, and Vince was not going to use them properly or at all. They were probably going to get cut. Wanted to stay in NXT, and then with 2 hours and them trying to be a brand and not the developmental thing that they were before, they ended up overstaying their welcome. Now it's like at the Gargano match at Takeover because now you have to have all these guys, and when you have an Austin Theory that's down there, his way of getting over is you throw him in there with Gargano. It kind of steps him down a bit. He should have been the guy that was up. So again, they lost their way, and then Vince put his hands on it and made it really, really unwatchable. Like all the colors and the really awful gimmicks, and it was unwatchable. But once they got like now in this Shawn Michaels era, it's gotten a lot better. It's gotten back to what it used to be, and that's why it's gotten back to being a good show. It's still 2 hours. I would still prefer it to be an hour, but it's not a hard watch.
Which leads to my question about NXT. The recent storyline with Trick Williams. Do you think they're catering towards CW? Because I feel like that's kind of like, because of like the syndication stuff and the kind of like the talk show stuff to young people drama kind of thing.
Wonka?
Well, yeah, they had in yeah, and what's his name? Noam
William
Dar.
Dar.
Yeah, he's alluding to heroin and shit like that. It's like, come on, guys.
Um,
Because CW will be an interesting transition. Because if that's going to be like a example of a storyline going forward, is that ideal? I don't know.
I get what you're saying, and I understand why you would say that. I don't think that storyline is there with the CW in mind. I think that I think that's just kind of how things played out.
Mm.
NXT in general is kind of toned down into a. They kind of cater to that kind of audience.
The younger crowd, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of their stuff and their gimmicks. That's why we say like, all right, this gimmick will work in NXT, but it's not going to work on the main roster. It's not as serious. It's not. It's very kind of generic and basic. Not in a not in a derogatory way, but kind of a very introductory, very very indie, you know. So I think it's playing out. I mean, we know Trick and Lash are like a real couple, so getting them to work together isn't bad because they've been trying to push Lash anyway. So why not attach her to Trick?
Well, yeah, and attach your trick is just the storyline. Like, how's it going to pan out, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
The whole envelope thing was kind of like, like I don't want no like baby daddy, baby mama thing between them.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I think they'll pay that off later.
I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not really caring about any Trick Williams storyline until he plays over Finish. I'm just gonna look at how does he look in the ring? Does he have any improvement in the ring? That's the most important. Trick got everything you need. It's
Mhm.
just is he gonna how does he improve in the ring? That's the only thing. I'm just being honest. I don't care
Okay.
about no storyline he in or anything until he plays. Because that's the only guy that interests me for him to face NXT. It's him and Open Finish.
Yeah,
And how that
um,
goes.
yeah, I agree.
Like
That's why I think him being in there with the Noam Dar, who Noam Dar is a good worker. Um, to be fair,
I'm
so
looking forward to the match with him and Noam Dar, but
yeah,
I don't care about the storyline though.
I get what
Well,
you're saying because he's different than most talents. Most talents, they you want to see their gimmick, improve their gimmick, find a gimmick, learn how to talk and this stuff. He's already got a gimmick. He already knows how to talk. He's got the charisma. With him, it's the in ring. So I get what you're saying. Like I just need to see him be better in ring. So I totally understand that. So he's one of the rare people where it's like I don't care about the storyline with this person. I just want to see him better and hang with the top guys in on the main roster.
Yeah, the only real storyline to me he got is him and Open Finish. When they clash, that's a match that you're like, holy shit, when that happens.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Open Finish still the North American champion when that happens too. Because that's a real title for title. Like when they try to do Keith Lee versus Adam Cole, I was like,
oh, yeah.
but like Trick versus Open title for title, that's real title for title right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And they teased it. He teased it. So I think we're definitely going to get that at some point. Um, but with both of them, I don't think either one of them are ready to lead a match right now. So, like you said, I need to see improvement.
But that'll be next year. I'm talking about WrestleMania weekend next year though. So we're talking a year from now.
Yeah.
But if it's title for title, like that'll be that long for both of them. At least for Trick, maybe. I think.
I don't think Trick is on the main roster by
Yeah,
Mhm.
next year. Whether he's ready in the ring or not, he's just gonna be too hot to keep it next year. So
yeah.
he's on the main roster by next year. I think Hope is still gonna be down for like another 2 years. But
Yeah.
that's the
I
match
don't
I'm
think
looking
there's any reason to fast track Odin at all. I think he's got I think he's got plenty of time. You know what? I just realized that the side note, 'cause I'm watching Julius Randle looks just like Funny Marco. He looks just, but yeah, I don't think there's any reason to rush over up at all. But I agree with you. I think if they can somehow find a way to keep Trick down in NXT until WrestleMania 2025 or 2024. Yeah. So if they find a way to keep him down in NXT until Vegas, then that would be something. That'll be something. He like you said, he just needs the reps. So what I would do with him, I would do something a little different. I would keep him in NXT and keep him as the NXT champion. But maybe 6-8 months down the line, have him work in the live events and roster. Or right. So have him working house shows with the main rosters, get some more reps in. And you can build him like NXT champ Trick Williams versus whoever, just so he can get some reps.
Definitely need to make a Royal Rumble appearance next year too.
Oh yeah, I think that's a guarantee at least.
Where's the Rumble at? Did they announce that yet?
I don't know. I know WrestleMania in Vegas though.
I know Mania's in Vegas. I know SummerSlam is Cleveland.
And is the next NXT one in Vegas as well because of the UFC tie-in?
Yeah.
Yep. They don't get UFC fight.
Yep. Okay, so Shayna for sure.
I want Bianca and Jade to have a tag match at one of these takeovers.
Okay.
Whatever team they can come up with somebody.
Tag teams in general need a revamp. That would be a good starter there.
They need to have some tag teams in NXT and actually have a tag team, not just throw two girls together. That's how you're gonna revamp the tag team division.
Yeah.
Specialize in tag teams. Also, I had an idea to like when the last legend, by the time she comes up, please knock her off with that metaphor group. They are dead on arrival on the main roster. I said, put last legend with Bianca and Jade. Put her with them too. Let them cook. Could you imagine them three? Could you imagine them three together, man?
You know what, man? If Jade were to turn heel at some point, I would not be shocked if she has Lash Legend.
I want Bianca to be the one to turn heel finally.
Yeah, Bianca's heel.
I mean, with this whole thing with her, Jade, and Bianca or Naomi, somebody's gonna turn. Somebody's gonna turn. I think Bianca can turn. Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Bianca, I don't know if you watch SmackDown, but she was showing how upset she was to Bailey. And she's getting Bailey's face. And I'm noticing little things too. Like a lot of people didn't know. If you watch the tag team title match, with her and Bianca and Jade, like after they won that match, when Bianca went to the ref, he just snatched the title out of his hand. Like she didn't let the ref hand it to him. Like she normally let the ref hand her the title. She went and just grabbed it out of his hand. Like, give me that shit.
Yeah.
She technically finished the match too.
I think that I'm noticing subtle things different with her character.
Oh no, they've been doing little hint like her still being mad at Bailey.
I'm hoping she don't want to turn heel because I want heel Bianca Belair unleashed on the main roster. Because so many people have never seen her as a heel because they don't watch NXT. They've only seen the baby face Bianca Belair.
And that'll bring her some fresh life too.
And I think it
freshen
makes
up
more
that
sense for
character.
her to go heel, because you look at wrestling history, it's always been the old guard, but that new guard comes in and they start getting a little bit more pop. You can literally tell the Trick Williams from the H story with them. Like, it was like, because you notice Bianca gets her pop, but Jade's pop be a little bit louder.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a story you can tell for Bianca to turn in. I think it makes more sense for Bianca to turn in with Jade.
I would again. I think Bianca should turn because I think it'll freshen the character, and I think she'll be a great heel. And I think they need a. I mean, because Rhea's
I wouldn't mind
Rhea's a
if they
face.
both turn
She's
in.
going to come
I
back
wouldn't.
as a face. Bailey, that's a face. Becky, that's a face.
Charlotte
Jade
gonna
is
be
a
a face too?
face.
Charlotte would be a face too, you said, Josh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because when somebody comes back from injury, the fans can be
yeah.
sure. So,
And
That's true.
she was getting cheers when she came back last
She kind of
yeah.
needs a decent face like run. Like I wouldn't say she wins a championship, but a match or two. Yeah.
she's just not as good of she's not a very Charlotte already kind of lacks a little charisma, but it
Yeah.
comes out better when she's a heel. When she's a face, she's just very bland and
NXT she was technically a face, and she was kind of bland there.
generic.
I don't. What about Bianca and Jade both turning heel? That'd be great. Let's say Bianca and Jade turn heel, they kick Naomi out the group. Say she's
Yeah.
a weak link.
Similar to Jimmy, like how how he was ousted with the bloodline.
Remember, Bianca and Jade, they won their championships. Naomi lost.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could do that. I mean, Naomi has gotten she gets good reactions still. Um,
She,
I think you just run with Jade as a face right now. I think you could turn her later, but I think fans are still too accept her as a heel.
No, what I was saying is the reason I think you can turn them both to heel, you can always turn Jade back face. Because they can turn heel together and then Bianca can win the title, but then Jade wins the Royal Rumble and you can turn her back face.
But is that too many turns too soon?
I don't think so. I don't think it's not. We've seen like heel and face turn like short term when it worked before.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, it could. I get the story, and it could happen that way. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You could turn one. I mean, we know that this tag team storyline is going to end up on turn. It's just a matter of, and I agree. I think the one that should turn is Bianca. Have Bianca turn. Matter of fact, you can have
Yeah.
Naomi align with Bianca.
You say you can have one Naomi in the line with Bianca.
Uh-huh.
And now the question is, how long will the tag team championship last for them? If one of them turns or both of them turn, or some type of like, because I'm thinking like once Charlotte gets back, once let's just say Naomi maybe has a little bit of a run, that way they'll solidify their heel turn. Yeah. Then maybe it'll be Naomi teams up with somebody else. Who knows?
I got a storyline idea that would really get Bianca some heat, and it'll piss the smarts off so much. This is my idea. I would turn Bianca heel. You remember, Bianca has not been clean clean on the main roster since she debuted. Like, you gotta know that, right?
Yeah.
I would have Bailey. I would have Bailey be the first one. Like, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. We're listening.
I'll have Bailey. So the pay-per-view, what is it? What's the pay-per-view for SummerSlam? Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
So I would have that be a
Is it
one-on-one
Money in the
match.
Bank?
Yeah, because
I think
Damian Priest almost had a year reign with the Money in the Bank, so it has to be really soon.
Yeah, because they got Clash at the Castle right after King's Reign. So yeah, I think it's Money in the Bank. So I would
The
have
next one is
Bianca.
King of
I
the
think Damian
Ring.
held it for 10 months, I think, yeah.
So the Money in the Bank is in June. So I would have Bianca and Naomi. Bianca and Bailey finally had their one-on-one match. Hardcore match with Bailey finally beats Bianca. She beats her clean in the middle of the ring. Clean as a whistle. Then I have Naomi win a number one contender match, and she finally gets her one-on-one match with Bailey under the ropes at SummerSlam. Naomi beats Bailey for the title. Celebrates everything. Jade and Bianca and they're celebrating with her, then boom, that's when Bianca turns heel. Beats the crap out of Naomi. Her and Jade both beat the crap out of Naomi. And then they turn heel. The next pay-per-view, Bianca beats Naomi for the title. Now you think, oh, well, Bianca's gonna lose the title at WrestleMania. Oh no. This Bianca, I'm having Bianca hold the title, not just to that WrestleMania, but to that following WrestleMania. So I'm talking about
The longest reign ever. Yeah.
like a long title reign. And her and Jade be healed, and then I would have Bianca versus Charlotte at WrestleMania.
Well,
And
what
then,
about,
right?
dare I say Ray?
Who?
Ray around that time, after 2 years.
Rhea?
Yeah, Rhea.
Nah, she on a different brand.
Okay.
So
Now.
So I would, but then she's gonna get her title back against Liv Morgan. We all know that. She's probably gonna be champion heading into that WrestleMania. So I have Bianca versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. Charlotte looks like she's gonna win, and then boom, you get the debut of Last Lesnar. And then they take out Charlotte, Bianca retains, and then Bianca, by this time, Bianca and Jade still tag team champions too, by the way. And then Bianca pulls the ultimate heel move where Lash Lesnar debuts on TV, but she becomes a tag champion by Bianca just handing her the tag belt. Her and Jade are now the tag champions. I remember Booker T did that a while back when he was with the Alliance. He was the WCW champion and United States champion. He just handed the title to Chris King. And Chris King became the United States champion. So Lash becomes a champion without having to earn shit. Give her some extra heat. So they go around the whole year. They start dominating. But as they're dominating, Jade starts looking more dominant. And Bianca looking over her shoulder now. And then Jade ends up winning that Royal Rumble. And then she got to make a decision who she gonna face. And then they play the recording. Lash and Bianca talk about how they think about Jade is stupid, how she made her all this time, she been riding her coattails. And then just when Jade turns back babyface, beats the crap out of Bianca, set up their title match for WrestleMania. What was it, 43? No, it's at 42 or
42.
Yeah. No, it'd be 43.
43. Because this one is 41 coming up.
Yeah. No, it'll be 42.
42.
Yeah, because you're thinking of like this, she wins it like beforehand, then defends it, then wins or the following pay-per-view for Jade. Yeah,
because I remember you were saying about when Jade be ready to be champion by next year, and if she's not, then you can have it the following WrestleMania. I give Bianca like a 500 something day reign. Papa wanted to be close to 600 probably. just dominant. And then when Jade beats her for the title, it feels even bigger because Bianca has that long title reign like that. And it established her as their next baby face. How long she has it. And I love just for something like that to happen because it just piss off Smarts off too. For Bianca to have a long title reigns like that too.
Two long title reigns. The two longest.
Yeah, and she could brag about that shit too. I'm the longest reigning women's champion twice. She could make fun of Rhea Ripley
And Charlotte.
and be like, Rhea Ripley, you thought you were gonna break my record, but you couldn't even handle it because you couldn't say no. I just have to say, it was just piss off the Smarts and everything. That'll just be something. Like, they won't run with that idea. If they do run with that idea, I'm telling them they were listening to this podcast and stole this idea from me. But I would love that they did some shit like that. I love it, especially me being a Bianca fan. I want her to have the heel title reign so bad. I want to see that heel title reign.
It all depends on Triple H.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, it depends on Triple H. I mean, they got plans for Jade. My only thing is, they just gotta. Excuse me. They have such a limited pool when it comes to the women. So it's like
The top tier, I agree. Yeah.
Because what you have to think about. I got to think about all the little D&T rate picks that I need opponents for. I can find those. That's not hard. But then we're talking about 2 Royal Rumbles and 2 Money in the Bank. Like, who do I have that I can believe? Like, I can believe Tiffany Stratton winning the Money in the Bank. Jade Cargill is going to have to win a Royal
Rumble. Oh yeah.
At some point. But then, who's going to win the Rumble? Who's going to win Money in the Bank? We're doing this 2-year reign, unless you're going to, because you don't want to start recycling people already. Because, like, do you really want Charlotte to win Money in the Bank or Royal Rumble again?
So they don't have to win Royal Rumble to challenge Bianca. Elimination Chamber.
But they're going to have a women's Rumble. Somebody's got to win.
Yeah.
I mean, but that doesn't mean that they have to challenge her. But I'm just saying that's my problem with having these women's Royal Rumbles and Money in the Bank.
But they got people that can win the Rumble. They got Io Sky can win the Rumble. You got someone like Tiffany Stratton can win the Rumble. Like, they got people that can win it.
Yeah.
But
then who's going to win Money in the Bank? If they win the Rumble, who wins Money in the Bank?
You said who wins Money in the Bank? Yeah, I think they can win Money in the Bank.
Who?
You said who? Me personally, it might not happen, but I love to see Dakota Kai win it. But she's trying to take her or Kyrie Sane, like one of the people, like her Kyrie Sane. I wouldn't mind a Kyrie Sane quick title win. You never know, Alexa Bliss might come back.
I mean, rumor has it she's going to be part of that new
Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, Uncle Howdy thing. But I mean, that's my thing. It's just you gotta. There's too many like events that have like guaranteed matches.
Yeah, Jamal's only
because it's like you're going to have the Elimination Chamber, you're going to have the Rumbles, you're going to have the Money in the Bank. So you have to have 2 people penciled in for these things. So like you said, yeah, Io Sky, you might be able to run with that. Tiffany Stratton, I could buy her winning Money in the Bank. I mean, do you really want Liv Morgan winning the Royal Rumble? I don't.
Or Naomi, remember my idea? Where I said Naomi can win money, she can win money in the bank, and she could be one of those baby faces that just challenges straight up.
Yeah.
Like,
you could do that. I could buy that. I could buy her as a money.
Or Nia Jax. Don't forget about Nia. She's beginning to push lately.
I ain't forget about her. It's just, are people gonna buy her? Like,
man,
do people want to see her?
Nia is getting deep. Like, she gets the crowd reactions. Who knows? Somebody like Julia might be on the main roster next year. So you're overlooking a lot of detail. I'm
not overlooking it at all. My point is, if you're gonna have her do this long run, these are things that you have to think about. You have to think about 2 Royal Rumble winners. You have to think about 2 Money in the Bank winners. Think about 2 Elimination Chamber winners. You have to think about stories in between. You have to have 8 people lined up for her. Do you have 8 that she hasn't already had long stories with? Because you're not going to have to go against Rhea.
You don't have to have that many people, because guess what? They're not always defending on every premium live event. Becky didn't defend at this last show. She didn't defend her title. Right. Bailey probably is not going to defend her title with this next pay-per-view. So Bianca would not have to defend her title every single premium live event.
I mean, I get that. That's not the thing. My thing is, you're doing all these things with these different guaranteed championship matches, and you can't just be like, all right, then we're going to do it for this person over here. All right, it's going to be for this person over here. All right, it's going to be for the other person. You can't keep doing that. And I mean, what are they going to do with this King of the Ring? Queen of the Ring? Is this going to be a new yearly thing? Are they going to make that into a thing where, hey, this person gets a shot? Like, I don't know. So my thing is just like you're.
You know, my thing, I feel the money in the bank is outdated. I wish they get rid of it, to be honest with you, but
it's not happening. It's not happening. Because I mean,
too many people look forward to it, but it's like,
yeah,
it's too hard to fucking look for it. It's very creative, challenging.
I don't think it's that difficult. I think they just make it.
To me, it's difficult because you gotta find somebody every year. That's your limit.
Yeah. Well, that part of the problem is they've established it as a yearly thing. But again, this goes back to the problem of having gimmick matches as pay-per-view. Money in the Bank shouldn't be a pay-per-view.
Every year
match that, like, if you have a number of viable contenders, then you can have a match where you say, all right, Money in the Bank, it's not something that you should do. But
I don't think it should be done every single year. Like, I don't think there should be a Money in the Bank every year.
I agree. I'm with you. I don't like gimmick pay-per-view because then you have to shoehorn things into it. The Survivor Series is like the only gimmick pay-per-view that I'm cool.
And it's like, man, they had a year of Otis on the fucking motherfucking thing. I'm like, bro, me personally, like, I think the Money in the Bank was a great concept. It had its time in the sun. I think they should just retire first. I just think they should retire. It's like, at some point, it's like, this person won Money in the Bank this year, and this person won Money in the Bank. And then when somebody doesn't cash in and they lose, it ruins that career. It's like, and then we're looking at someone like Damian Priest right now. He's a champion, but we don't really look at him like a champion.
He doesn't feel like a champion.
the Money in the Bank run was so terrible. And it's very difficult creatively every single year to come up with someone creatively to book it a proper Money in the Bank. It just is.
Not that difficult if you're booking ahead. Like if you know you're doing this every year in the summer, it's not difficult to book ahead and say, "Hey, look."
I think it's difficult because I'll tell you why. It's hard to create a main event star every single year because that's what you're trying to do. Basically, it's like you're winning the world title, or you have a shot at the world title at any time. That means you have to create a main event star every year. That's difficult in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's more difficult now because I mean, Triple H clearly values longer championship runs. So I think it's more difficult now to run money in. But up until before then, with Vince, when you had a good run was 3 months, you could have easily had the money. It's just now when you have these longer championship reigns. But again, I'm with you. I don't think they should have it every year. But unfortunately, it's a draw for them. They consider it one of their big 5 pay-per-views. I mean, I was reading something where Nick Khan did some interview somewhere, and he said like he doesn't see any of the big 4 or Money in the Bank anywhere outside of the United States and Canada because those are their big 5 pay-per-views. It's not the big 4 anymore. Money in the Bank is considered one of their bigger pay-per-views now. They're not going to get rid of it. Not when they can make money.
And they're making money. That's what they should do. It's just my personal judgment. I've seen so much in the bank that it's like Austin Theory and fucking Otis and all. Mm-hmm.
Or do Money in the Bank. Just don't. Do it for the mid-card title. Do it for the tag team title. Like you just because you have it doesn't mean that you have to do it for the.
We saw Austin Theory do it. He's kind of been dead since then. So
no, I mean we saw Austin Theory challenge for this championship. Why? We saw Charlotte challenge for the NXT championship. Like we've seen what people. It's just like, but why? Don't just say, hey, look, we want to have Money in the Bank this year, and it's going to be, I know, anytime, anywhere. Do that. That way, you're not trying to. That way, you can elevate somebody without having to force them into the main event. I don't have to. I don't have to think. Put you in the mid card.
We'll see. So, who do you predict going to win Money in the Bank? Well, before we get into Money in the Bank, who do you think going to win the tournament? Now they released the women's bracket on SmackDown yet?
I don't think. Did they release it? Let me just.
Dakota Kai already lost.
Yeah, of course you would know that.
Well, because
she verified Money in the Bank is July 6th.
And she replaced Asuka. And then Finn Balor.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and then Finn Balor automatically advanced because Drew was hurt. So we got the injuries out of the way.
Yeah, Finn Balor lost to Jade. So
let's see the men's. They have. I don't see SmackDown. see
I
Raw.
know the men. The men.
I see the men's. I don't see the women's for SmackDown.
Who's in the men's? I know AJ Styles facing Randy Orton.
AJ Styles and Randy Orton, Baron Corbin and Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight and Santos Escobar, Bobby Lashley,
Bobby Lashley versus who?
Tama Tonga.
They got some interesting matches on SmackDown.
Yeah. And I'm already feeling this one. This one's already my prediction. Escobar.
No, he's not.
He's gonna
He's
be
not-
LA Knight.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
How?
Mainly because LA Knight would be either swerved by another opponent or Escobar cheats.
I mean, I understand what you. I don't think.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you got. I think Carmelo Hayes is definitely beating Baron Corbin for sure.
Tom and Bobby Lashley.
I
They
think I'm going Tama Tonga on that.
make the bloodline legit. Okay, that's fair.
Now what if Kevin Owens and Randy Orton interfere in that match though? All right, so let me just say this. What if Randy Orton faces AJ Styles and AJ Styles wins because the bloodline interferes? So Randy Orton gets payback and interferes in Tama Tonga match and Bobby Lashley wins.
Lashley.
Because remember, they construct this storyline online lately, like Carmelo Hayes and Bobby Lashley. Like they've been having a lot of, and I don't know if you've seen Bobby Lashley on like the bump today, but he was like laying into Carmelo Hayes talking about how he don't have any respect for veterans and stuff.
I saw a clip. I saw a clip.
And like I don't think they're just gonna put that off by mistake and not play. That's why I think what I think is gonna happen is AJ Styles is gonna win this match because the bloodline is gonna interfere. And then Randy Orton is gonna pay it back and cause Tom Turner so they can continue those two stories. Because let's be real. Tom ain't winning the fucking King of the Ring. So why not get both of them out of that tournament and continue that story? And then you also continue that Carmelo Hayes Bobby Lashley story.
It could be that way. It's
And then you get LA Knight versus AJ Styles again.
Yeah.
Continue that story.
Assuming that's the way it lines up.
Let me ask you guys this: who was the last King of the Ring winner?
Xavier Woods was Zelina Vega.
That's the thing. Like, are they going to make it legit with this thing? Because they're treating like Andre the Giant Battle Royale. Like, if LA Knight's going to win the whole thing, he has to beat the best opponents.
I don't think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win. But I agree with you, Jack. Like I want to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see what they're gonna do with it.
Because last one I can accept being a little bit more experimental, bringing it back in the fold, having hard workers win it essentially. But this is the time to swerve it.
But then you got purpose. This is the Saudi. Saudi's like that for stars. They want the top names. They don't want the fucking. I'm just being.
Saudi does want their stars. They want their
Like,
Hulk Hogan's. They want their Goldbergs. They want their Andre the Giants. They want all of them.
So that's why I think LA Knight is going to. I think it's going to end up being LA Knight versus Gunther in the finals.
Ooh, Gunther. That's a tough one. I'm thinking more of a sense with LA Knight and Gunther because they're going to have bigger titles eventually. I don't think that King of the Ring will be like a stepping stone per se. Because it wasn't a stepping stone for Zelina or Xavier, so it's like that hesitation there.
Yeah, but that was also like a Vince McMahon.
Still,
Like does Triple H value the ring more?
yeah.
I think he does because you seen the damn matches that you saw on Monday night. When the last time you had a Raw with 3 matches like that?
Right. Great matches, man. Great matches. And these, yeah, and I want to see how they do it too. Are these just qualifying matches? And they're just going to have like the championship at the pay-per-view or whatever. I like my King of the Ring the way it used to be. I like it the way it used to be. We have a pay-per-view set aside. We got this round robin tournament. Go through it one night. Boom. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't mind having qualifying matches to get into it. But I mean, we're looking at a pay-per-view where you're probably going to have 2 men's matches, 2 women's matches.
Well, they've already announced 2 matches. They announced Sami Zayn against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental title.
Right.
And they live more than his face and back.
Right.
So those 2 matches are confirmed.
Right.
And then there's 2 other matches that are going to happen. It's not confirmed because of the tournament, but the men's final, the women's final are both going to be at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. See that's what don't name the pay-per-view King and Queen of the
Exactly.
That's
like
the way I feel.
I agree.
Because I don't want to see the final match at the pay-per-view. Have 2 or 3 matches there at the pay-per-view. Because it's going to be have 2 men's and 2 women's matches, have the semifinal and the final. So at least I get a little bit of nostalgia with it. And then make it mean something. But that's just me.
And I don't think they're going to. They've already kind of announced that these TV weeks of TV lead up to it going to be qualifying. It's like these are the matches that are going to lead to the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's such unfortunately, but they just don't want to have too many of their big stars not on their shows. Like Bianca and Jade is on their poster, so they're probably gonna have to take this show.
Yeah.
You know, Cody's gonna have to on this show, so
he's got to be there. He's got to be.
So, it's just gonna be tough. What's gonna be tough is who is Cody gonna be? Because they literally, I thought they might do was bring him and AJ Styles back again. But AJ Styles gonna be in this damn tournament. So it's like, who does Cody go against?
I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to.
It might be one of. I was thinking, could it be one of those rare shows that Cody doesn't be at? Has Cody been in any sort of shows though?
Cody's been on most of the shows thus far.
I don't remember him being on any Saudi show. Like,
on Saudi show.
What was the last Saudi show?
I don't know because remember he's been hurt.
Yeah, the Tarn Pack.
He wasn't hurt last year.
He
wasn't on last year's Saudi show. Last year's Saudi show had fucking LA Knight versus Roman Reigns in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
And then
they run 2 Saudi shows last year.
Yeah, so the first Saudi show that was for the world title with Seth Rollins and AJ Styles.
Right.
And then they had the tag team match with was it Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo. Let me look up the cards.
Look, I'm looking it up. Okay. Oh, okay. Last year, Crown Jewel, you had Sami Zayn and JD McDonough, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Rhea won the Fatal 5-Way. Solo beat Cena. Logan Paul beat Ray. Io Sky beat Bianca. Cody defeated Damian Priest.
Oh, so he was on that show. Okay.
Yeah.
But was
Cody
he on the
defeated
first?
Damian Priest in the semi-main event on the card that had Roman versus LA Knight.
All right, so he was on that show.
He was
But,
on that.
okay, so I'm thinking now, who can they give him the face in 3 weeks? That's the problem with these pay-per-views. They book it so quick. Like, neither one of the world champions, I'm like, who they fucking facing? Like, that's the problem when you have this damn King of the Ring tournament. That's why they probably, it's like who does Damian Priest face? Who does Cody face?
Priest. I mean, Priest, you can have him go against anybody because, I mean, he's trans. Cody.
Like, all the top contenders for the title, I don't
I'm
think
trying
you're
to
going
think
to
of
have
what
face.
heels are on SmackDown.
I don't think you're going to have to face somebody from the bloodline just yet. Then you're going to keep them a little separated for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much done with the line.
Cody might not be on this fucking show. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, only like
I don't know. They might request Cody, but he might not have a match. He might just, do an interview segment or something.
Because there's no match that I can think of make any sense right now.
I'm trying to see what heels they have.
his first defense against Melo, then AJ.
No, he didn't defend the title against Miller. He had a match with.
So it's a
But he
match,
didn't
okay.
defend the title.
But I wish that was a pay-per-view. Man, oh man.
They booked themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
they could have him go against either Waller or Theory.
Oh, get the fuck. Get the fuck.
Nah. They're tag teams. They're tag teams.
Oh,
I mean, but that gives it that, like, hey, he could lose because they're the tag team champs. They could, it gives him a heel to work with. But I'm trying to find like a good heel for him, and there really isn't it.
Logan? But Logan,
No,
that would be like,
they can't do that.
yeah, that would be like SummerSlam if they would like do it now, kind of thing.
When I'm looking at this, the only heels that they have on SmackDown: Solo, no; Santos, no; Nakamura, no; Logan Paul, no; Grayson Waller, Deadly Dudes.
They booked themselves into a corner. Like, they gonna have to have some opponents for Cody's face to get.
I found one for him. I got one. Baron Corbin.
He's in the King of the Ring tournament.
He's gonna lose.
Do you really want somebody who loses a King of the Ring tournament to be getting a title shot?
In the
Hey,
first
look,
round, too,
I'm
probably.
just telling you the heels on the SmackDown. I said Grayson Waller. I said Grayson Waller.
I'm like, man, I'm WWE, and I'm trying to keep Cody off this show until
SummerSlam.
Interview segment. Just have him do an interview segment.
Man, nobody want to see that. Man.
They always have interview segments on this.
Because
I'm glad they didn't have one at Backlash, and I was so fucking happy.
That was Backlash. That's not Saudi. They always have an interview segment on Saudi. He'll be there. It's like you said, they like their stars. There's no way he's not. It's just he may not have a match.
I say next year, scrap the King of the Ring tournament. Don't bring this shit back.
Along with Money in the Bank.
They can do King of the Ring. Just do it in the right way.
Yeah, well, how Booker T won. That's one of my all-time favorites. Stone Cold, of course.
That just tells you how much, like you said, the NXT Black and Gold has hurt WWE. So they do not have a whole bunch of contenders in the men's division. They have more contenders in their women's division than they do in the men's division. They got all these women in these matches, and they still got people that compete for the championship. That's crazy. That is nuts, man.
And that's why I'm like, if I would like book one guy for the chase now, it would be LA Knight. So maybe during King of the Ring, he kind of looks like Cody. I don't want that for SummerSlam. I want maybe for WrestleMania or LA Knight faces the heel champion. So we'll see.
I see why Roman was taking all this damn time off now. Shit,
Yeah.
you ain't have no fucking opponents for me.
Yeah. Well, Bloodline versus Bloodline. Hopefully for War Games. Hopefully after SummerSlam. You have to have one guy you're thinking about WrestleMania now. If LA Knight wins Royal Rumble, it's like one of those things where you gotta pick your guy now. I'm not sure Karen is like the exact starting point. It could be better for Gunther. It could be better for anyone else. I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't even think about it. Who the hell is Cody gonna face?
I know. And it's SmackDown too.
And people could say, well, some people lose the tournament. Why would somebody that lose the King of the Ring tournament get a damn title shot? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I know. Well, it also unfortunately they matched the gimmick for the time being, kind of thing too, and that's kind of stale. So it's tricky. It's very tricky. Like King Booker and Queen Zelina as well. That's like this is our King Corbin. That's like, oh my god, guys.
Jack, did you watch AEW Dynasty?
I did see it. Yeah, yeah. And you were there. You were there. Where was your seat?
Yeah. I got a cheap seat, but it was cool though. Will Ospreay and Brian Danielson was the price of admission. It
Oh
was
yeah.
definitely the best match I've seen this year, for sure.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing, because I really like the AJ Styles and Cody matches. Those were my favorite matches with both of those guys, and they still didn't beat Danielson or Osprey, talent wise, technique wise.
No. But these two guys that went out there and put on a hell of a match, and I respect them for that.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I hate though is you got a guy like Dave Meltzer come out and he starts talking stupid like, well,
7 stars, 8 stars. How many stars, Dave? But I'm trying to remember the other matches because the Bucks, of course, Jericho. Were yelling, "Please retire"?
I wouldn't take a piss during that match, man.
He didn't even bother. It was
Yeah,
time my
but
piss.
yeah, but I was hearing the stuff and when I walked out and stuff, so it was
I'm trying to remember
it,
pre-show. Did you catch any of the pre matches as well?
I only watched the tag match,
Okay, yeah,
the one, the unification. I didn't care about any of those.
yeah. Let's see. Try, try to remember my other favorite one from there. It was barely a month ago, but now I forget most of the matches. Okada match was decent.
Oh yeah. Him and Pac, they went out there, had a great opening match. Now, the only match that jerk obviously, but I thought what's his name, Kyle O'Reilly and what's his name?
Oh,
Roderick
Roderick
Strong.
Strong. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good match. I think it went too long, but it was still a good match, and I enjoyed it though. It was solid.
I legit got confused with Okada's championship and Roderick Strong's championship. I'm like, wait, doesn't that one person have the other championship?
Yeah.
Because Roderick has international. Oh my god. I was like, I'm done. Oh yeah, my second favorite was the Willow match. I love that match. That was a good match.
You said what?
Willow versus Julia.
Oh yeah. It was solid. It did what it needed to do. Definitely did what it needed to do for sure. So.
Yeah. And then, of course, Swerve.
Oh yeah. That was a great moment. That was definitely a great moment. I don't like how they've been booking Swerve since he's been champion, but I'm glad he did win the title though.
Yeah, and that one's not even being booked in the corner. That's more like we kind of need to do something here. Like, please, with all this bodies there, like you can throw anyone in, but you gotta make it interesting. Because like Hangman Page is like technically quote unquote on leave. Maybe another quick one before Wembley. I don't know. That's the only one I could kind of think of.
He said, "What about Hangman Page?"
Maybe have a Swerve has another match with him, at least one more, just before
I
the
think
home run
I
stretch.
think I think Hangman Page is gonna be in the elite storyline.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because that's like their wild card. And Kenny just mentioned that there would be two mystery opponents because that's their lazy attempt for a bloodline storyline.
It's bad timing. It's
Yeah,
bad timing. Like this was a storyline that they could have done at any point in time. It may have worked a lot better when they were hotter. At this point, it just feels lame.
yeah, like they did that silly match where they made fun of Punk's buckshot lariat attempts and biting Kenny Omega biting the leg. But that was even that was like very tame. Like there's just no way to recover. No way to recover.
Speaking of CM Punk, it again is indicative of how much WWE not watch
Yeah,
AEW because he made a reference to the brawl out again when he was talking to Pat McAfee. Was it Monday?
yeah.
And he made that joke about like, I'm known for and it did not get a pop at all.
Nope,
And
nope.
then, yeah, AEW fans talking about, man, CM Punk, man, the joke. It just shows how pathetic it is now. It just shows how much people don't watch fucking AEW and don't care about it.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
they,
It's
they
that.
say that WWE fans are like so mean and they hate it. It's just like they really don't watch. That crowd had no idea what he was talking about. And that just goes to show you, the difference in the fan bases. On AEW side, they're showing video footage of this. There's video footage. They based their whole show around this for 2 weeks. In WWE, he references it. They don't know what he's talking about. They're like, where's Drew Mac? That That's the difference. That smart stuff doesn't work.
And then like they it just I look at how Swerve has been booked as world champion. Like he's just another guy. He's not booked like somebody
You're a
that's
little low. I
important.
can't.
I mean, he's not booked as somebody that's important, man.
Yeah.
Like I look at Swerve, this is what they did. The first time you see Swerve, having a 15-minute match with Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Then the next time he's having a 21-minute match with Claudio. Then the next time you see him, he's getting beat up by Christian. Then the next time you see him after that, he's getting beat up by the mobile embassy. It's like, what? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
That's not how
If,
you look at
This is your world champ. This is your world champion.
the infamous Josh tweet that got person Nana's attention.
Yeah. It's like, what are y'all doing, man? And then I want AEW to get better, but it's like they are just so I don't know. It's just like simple booking concept. They don't understand.
Oh no. It's not even booked in the corner. It's more like drowning. Like they have no recovery. Nothing.
They're hamstrung right now. They are kind of booked into a corner because there are guaranteed 2 segments on that show every week. Anything the Young Bucks do is terrible. Anything Chris Jericho does, terrible. That's a guaranteed 30 40 minutes every night, every Wednesday. It's going to be awful. Like, why does Jericho need the FTW? It's not even real. Why does he need it? What does that do for Hook? What does it do for Jericho? It's stupid. It's bad. It's bad. So when you're already like booking yourself into a corner with these 2 bad segments, with these people that have a high stake in the company, now you're trying to book a good show around that. So then if you miss on like, booking Swerve, you got a bad show because you're already giving up a quarter of your show to bad segments. So if you have another bad segment, it's bad. The women's segments already don't. Oh. So I mean,
When I looked up Serena Deeb, I was surprised she was only 37, man. She was like somebody's granny out there, man.
Yeah, poor. She had addiction problems too, and health
yeah,
problems.
She had some
she had
seizures.
seizures.
Yeah,
So I didn't know about that until she mentioned it tonight, though. So I was like, okay, I can understand now. Cause I'm like,
She posted about it a few months ago on Instagram, and I saw it where
okay.
where she explained that she was out. She had seizures, and that scared
Okay.
me, man. I'm like, I don't know, like it just scares me, like especially in that company. Once you
yeah.
start having seizures, like I get nervous,
Anything of the brain, even concussions. I'm like,
especially with that green talent.
yeah.
It scares me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Because I was like, man, they had Willow and Sky Blue wrestling that match on Rampage and hardcore bullshit. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why are they doing this shit?
Yeah.
Did you see that they
Willow, she did it against.
I'm sorry to cut you, but did you see that they had Willow versus Mercedes main event trending on Twitter?
I told you that's going to main event.
Yeah.
They have that trending on Twitter because people are trying to make that the main event of
Double or nothing.
Why wouldn't it be? That's the only fucking story they got for like that they have for like the last 2 months.
Sadly.
Like I remember when I texted you guys, I said the Swerve hater is gonna be out in full force on that match main event.
Yep.
Because this is late basically the story that they've been telling the last 2 months here in Willow.
Mhm.
Like there ain't no other fucking story. But they probably either gonna have that or this match with the Elite and FTR.
And ironically, long-term booking was from a different promotion. I mean, come on.
That's not long term.
That's
It's not
just
long term at all. It's the only
that's
story that they have, but
That might be. I didn't even think about that. That might fucking main event, which is gonna piss
yeah, yeah.
which is gonna piss the women's wrestling fans off. But oh well.
And,
I,
and, and,
I, I
be-
said
and there are more and more people behind Willow. It's not going to be good for Mercedes.
I said the smarts are the worst fans, but the women's wrestling fans are right behind them as some of the worst fans ever.
Yeah.
Because the guy, good grief, the women's wrestling fans are always complaining about something. Like the women ain't getting this, they're not getting that, and they're not main eventing, and shut the fuck up.
Uh,
They think every woman that's good in the ring should be a fucking star and main eventing, like
like you can give like a courtesy title. Like I could think of like Nikki Cross, and that was a short reign. Thankfully, it's just you can like so many people, and it's just not going to happen. And Bianca already, she had like the longest reign. Totally forgot about that, but she might even do another one. You know, you'd be lucky that 90% of them we even touch a belt, even with the mid card championships, even with the tag team champs. It's just how it is.
yeah, man, it's a star business. And if you're not one of the top stars, you're not going.
You got to
Yeah,
treat it like
I don't give.
you got to treat it like professional sports. Like Chris
Yeah,
Paul, Chris Paul will probably never ever win it. This is how it is. Charles
yeah,
Barkley never won it.
yeah. Like I don't give a damn how good you are in the ring if you don't have the ability to draw and people look at you as a top star. I'm like, well, I'm not putting championships on you and stuff like that. When I got women like a Bianca Belair on the roster, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and
And,
Bayley,
and Jade on the
and
wing, and then
Jade on there.
yeah, and the Lyra Valkyrie, I could see her stealing at least one. That's it.
Yeah. And then Tiffany Stratton was on the way. Like, I can't. Like, come on now.
Yeah, it's just yeah, and it's like they know that that's gonna happen, but she's in a crowded room, man. And I don't see it anytime soon. I it would be lucky to see her in the next 2 years.
We'll see. It just depends on how things play out.
Yeah,
People, yeah, well, depending on people's health. Somebody
Rhea
get
got
hurt,
got
somebody can
hurt.
step up.
Yeah,
It's interesting. I'm not a Liv Morgan fan, but I'm interested to see what they're going to do with her, though.
yeah. She's won before. It's just yeah, that one's the most fascinating of the bunch because even in NXT, like she didn't do squats. She was only like partially with Big Cass and Enzo, right? Or oh no, that was with Bliss, right?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss was with them.
Well, who?
Big Cass and Enzo.
That was Carmelo.
Carmella, there you go. See, I'm already getting confused. But she was in there. She was in the mix. Liv was in that time frame.
Well, Alexa Bliss was with Blake and Murphy.
Blake and Murphy, there you go. And then like since NXT, I feel like she's had like a rabid fan base. Like people just root for her, root for her, root for her. And mind you, the same time during Carmel, same time as Alexa Bliss, potential bigger stars. I'm like, what's the deal with this chick? And sure enough, when she did the Riot Squad and stuff like that, yeah, they meant well. but that was like her only blip of attention in the main roster. But she still had the attention, still had the fans. I'm like, what's the deal with this chick?
You
So
know,
I
some
think
people just get these rabid fan bases and they just get out of control.
they too much power, too much power, too much voice.
They don't really got any power. They thought that all their bitching and moaning online about Becky Lynch was gonna mean something, and that live audience tells you that Becky Lynch is still over as a babyface.
Yeah, yeah.
It tells you how small these people on the internet, how small their little voices really are. And that just goes to tell you that you are the vocal minority. You are not the majority. You're not the ones that paying tickets to see shows or buying merchandise or anything.
No, no. Like she's in television shows, bestseller book,
So,
and this is not like her last reign. She'll probably have at least one or two more. Like she's
I
got
know,
it in the bag.
I know it made them mad. Little fans chanting, "You deserve it." Becky Lynch wins another title. They tend Becky Lynch deserves it. Hell no.
No, no,
Tells you they
but
don't give a shit about Liv Morgan.
she was a shark in the water, smelling blood when Rhea got hurt. It's like no Charlotte, no Sasha. Here I go. And she was supposed to take a break, a sabbatical. Like, sorry, Seth.
All right,
Hey,
we'll be all right. Do we want to talk about the paper? Why is Jaron Jackson? Do we want to talk about the pay-per-views?
Yeah. I think the first one, AEW Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Let me
I was
pull up
actually,
the Dynasty card so I can remember what was on here.
I was at the show, so I could tell you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So first, give us like a how the show was from like an in person.
I would say just from an in-ring wrestling standpoint, it was definitely the best wrestling show that I've ever attended live. Just from an in-ring wrestling standpoint, like me, because like it was a lot of matches. It was really long. Like that's the only thing. It was just God, you were there. But the crowd, the house was pretty good. Crowd was pretty much into everything. And overall, it was really good. Like the only complaints I have were about two matches, and I don't even know if like Jericho versus Hook. I didn't even really watch the match. I only saw like the last couple of minutes,
Mhm.
and the Hook like lost because Jericho hit him with a bat. And I'm sure they probably did way worse shit than that.
And that was your bathroom break, Josh.
Yeah, I took a piss during that match. And Kyle O'Reilly versus Roderick Strong. The match itself was solid. It's just too damn long. Like it was people in the crowd next to me. They're like, "Okay, the match is good, but when is this match going to end?"
hmm
It was just too long. But besides that, Okada and Pac tore the house down in that opening match. That match was good enough to be a main event match.
That
That
was
was
a
the first
beautiful.
match.
That was a beautiful bastard uh, uh, somersault. That was a beautiful one. Probably his best one.
Yeah. So that match was good. We got a pop out of Okada flicking the crowd off.
hmm
Like Okada's one of those talents that's just really good. He's where he's supposed to be. He would not be appreciated like he should in WWE. He's in a company that's gonna treat him good.
He's where he should
AEW.
be. He's where he
Yeah,
He's
should be.
he's the tallest one in the faction. So hey,
I
yeah.
mean, he looks
So
like it.
so yeah, he's really good. You have the then after that you have the Eddie Kingston, Edge, and Mark Briscoe match against
hmm
the House of Black. It was what it was. It wasn't anything like bad, but it wasn't anything great either. But it was like the good type of match to follow that type of match that you just got. You
Yeah.
know, something to slow the pace down. And you had Willow versus Julia. That match was what it's supposed to be.
I
Didn't
liked it
need
a
to be
lot.
anything. And it didn't need to be anything extravagant. Just needed for Willow to look good and win the match. And the only thing I did not like, I didn't like Mercedes coming out there and interrupting Willow's moment. It just seemed kind of heelish to me, but they're still continuing her as a babyface. I just didn't like that.
Yeah, I know, I
I
know.
feel like they could have just had like Mercedes look on in the back or something like that.
Yeah, it was a small like stare down. That's all.
Yeah. I don't think Mercedes needed to come out there personally. But I guess they're on pay per view. They're gonna bring her out there. So I just didn't care for it. I had said, man, I would love if Willow would have just power bombed her ass.
Like a quick one, bam.
Damn, yeah, like don't interrupt my moment. But especially you winning the title next month anyway. So
Kind of like how
but
Mark Henry was saying about Kyrie Sane in that match.
Pretty much.
So like
yeah,
on we were talking like he went a little overboard, but then like this is a similar situation kind of. But instead of on the entrance, this is after I won. But it's the same sort of situation, and
it just
don't
like
step on my moment.
it's like yeah, it just seems heelish. Like they're portraying her as a baby face, but that's
Yeah,
like a heel type of thing to do though.
and not only that, it diminishes Willow.
Yeah.
So now it
Yeah.
makes Willow seem like, oh, this girl isn't that important. She won the title, but it's not.
Yeah, and the fans have grown to accept more and more with Willow too. So not a good look.
The fans have
I
been
think
behind Willow for
I
a
think
while.
Mercedes gonna get booed at that double or nothing.
Yeah.
Fans have been behind Willow, and organically gotten over, but they just don't. Like this was the first time she's actually won one in AEW, but
Yeah.
we know everybody know like you could do this in WWE and maybe get away with it. You can't do this in AEW because their fan base.
Yeah.
Their fan base knows, oh, okay, they had a match in New Japan. Willow beat her because Mercedes got hurt. So Willow's winning, so she can face Tasha at Double or Nothing, and she's finally going to be cleared, so she can get her win back. Like the fans already know this, so it means nothing. It means nothing for Willow to win right now. And when you have Mercedes come out like that, it
Yeah.
really steps on. It really diminishes Willow.
And then what I thought was gonna happen, I thought Mercedes was gonna turn heel.
Yeah,
Like
Technically, she is. It's just the blur line nonsense that Tony Khan does. It
I
sucks.
thought she was gonna like really turn heel, like she was gonna raise Willow's hand or something like that, and then boom,
Okay, cheap
attack
shot.
her. Yeah, but then when she just came out there and they just had the little stare down, that was just lame to me, man.
it didn't make any sense. It
It didn't make it.
filled up a pay per view for no reason.
It just added nothing.
You could do that on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Don't do that on pay per view. Like you do that if you're debuting a new talent. I can understand. She already debuted. There was no reason for her to have her come out just to do that. It was a waste of time. But that's what AEW fans call long term booking. Like something little like that to them, it's like, oh, see, they were teasing. No, it was point.
Yeah, that was my comment earlier, making fun of that.
How
It's
come
like,
they
no,
always got black people?
a what?
I'm just watching, like they have, like I just saw a Wingstop commercial, and it was like house full of black people. Why do they always have black people?
The WrestleMania spot. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Side note, it just continuing on. And I think Julia Hart was hurt as well.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
I mean, that contributed to that match being so short. But it shouldn't have lasted long.
Yeah, it shouldn't last long anyway.
So, and they did it, and they did it. It was fairly safe for her being hurt.
That match was short, but boy, they had a long one after that one.
Yeah, and I don't understand why this match needed. Again, it's like you said, it was a good match, but this match was way
Longer
long.
than it should have been. Yeah.
It was like I was when I was watching it, man, I was like just like going in and out.
Like stretching.
No, like nodding off a little bit, man. It was one of those matches that it was like good technical wrestling, but it was like, I'm boring.
I did fall asleep. I had to go back. I did. I fell asleep during that match, so I had to go back and rewatch it.
Oh wow!
But,
I didn't fall asleep because I'm in no way
right.
I could fall asleep with all those people around me, but it was one of the things like you be in your chair, you kind of nodding off a little bit because like the match wasn't bad. It was just so long. It was like it didn't need to be that long.
It wasn't, but again, we want to. I want to again say it was not a. It was a good match from a wrestling technical standpoint. It was just too long. Match did not.
So yeah, so that match, and then I believe that's when they had the Hook versus no, was it Hook versus Jericho or was it the AEW Women's Champion? I think it was Hook versus Jericho.
Yeah, Hook versus Jericho was next.
Yeah, that's why I took the piss. I didn't really watch that match. I only saw the last one. So you guys can tell me more about this match. I know I heard a "Please Retire" chant when I was in the.
Yeah, and it's like clear as day. It's not like a buildup of anger and like over the Kyler Ray accusations. It's basically like this guy is not fit. This guy is old. Like you look at Randy Orton, like he still can do it. You can look at Mark Briscoe, like a lot of these guys are going just above 40. CM Punk, he got hurt, but you know he's got a couple more years in him. Jericho is done, 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 son, done. He'd be lucky to finish a year.
Apparently, the Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly match was 17 minutes and 18.
In the Jericho match,
But
I
it
think
felt long.
and I think the Jericho was like 15 or so.
No, Jericho's was 16:34.
Longer than I expected.
So it was about 30 seconds short.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. But so you had it was and getting back to Mercedes. Mercedes gonna have to have one of the best matches of the year. Probably one of AEW's best matches of all time.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to do that. She's gonna have to do that, or she's just gonna look bad because the way she's been just handled and booked has just been awesome.
Well, I have trauma from
She
her
don't.
for first when she won the championship when she tried to do her new finisher. I'm like, oh no.
She just don't get like I know a lot of people like to use the word aura. She just don't have that same aura she had that she had.
Exactly. I
Not at
agree.
all. Not at all. What she had in WWE, she does not have.
Or New
She's
Japan.
coming in with that CEO gimmick, and that theme song is going to get her over because they're like begging the fans to chant CEO. But I don't. A, what does CEO mean? I know what it means, but like, why are you the CEO? Blame me.
Same thing as a legit boss. It ain't nothing different.
Yeah, okay. There's a difference between being a legit boss and a CEO, especially in a company that employs wrestlers. So, tell me something. But she doesn't, like you said, she doesn't have the same aura. It doesn't. It just isn't working. I don't know why, because it's not too much different than like the boss. And I'm sure like WWE has the boss trademark, but it just it feels generic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she proved it in the ring though. That's where she always been best at. So let's see what she does. But speaking of some women that went out there and worked hard, Jamaal, Tony Storm, biggest hater, gotta give Tony Storm her flowers. She went out there and put on a really good fucking match against Thunder Rosa.
I love Thunder Rosa.
And Thunder, no, but you're a Tony Storm hater.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I guess. I don't like the. I'm sick of the gimmick. She could always work.
Tony Storm was in St. Louis. Tony Storm was over. We were cheering for Tony Storm. It was like this. It was this is timeless.
Well, I'm sure everybody's cheering. Like that fan base loves the gimmick. Like I know I'm in the minority, but I say I'm sick. It was cool early on, but like it got to the point where kind of like the Christian patriarchy thing. Like it got to the point where I'm like, all right, this they kind of ran into the ground a little bit.
We love timeless Tony. Timeless Tony.
Timeless.
Yeah, but they like timeless Tony.
But the fans were chanting, "This is timeless." That match was amazing. That was probably AEW's best women's match this year so far.
And Luther's my favorite. My Luther's my favorite henchman, and Mariah made like how they're using her is great. Yeah.
And everybody if they forgot how good Thunder Rosa is, she showed you how good she was, man.
Yeah. It was welcome back. It was a welcome back moment. Like, yeah, welcome back. We missed you.
They haven't done anything really with her since.
Sadly,
that's what sucks. Yeah,
they don't know how to follow up on things. It's like you know how WWE used to be when they would build somebody up for Cena, and then Cena would win, and then that person would wallow away. That's kind of what they do with like every. It's like once they lose, they just kind of don't do anything with them.
I use the term they fade off into obscurity.
Yeah. Even when they win sometimes. Even when they win, they kind of fade off into obscurity. It's like they had this
Swerve to Wardlow.
We'll get to that later. But me and Jack was having a conversation before you went on about Swerve booking.
Oh yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, it was just but after that match though, we got the match of the year so far. We got Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay. Now, this is one of those matches, man. That you see in person. It's just so different. I don't have Excalibur commentary ruining it for me or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I just it was just the smoothness of everything, like how they just easily transition into the moves and the selling. And it was one of the first matches I seen Will Ospreay really sell.
Yeah.
That he's not just moving 1,000 miles per hour. He's actually, which I did enjoy. And Bryan Danielson was selling so good that we thought he was hurt for real.
At the end, yeah.
At the end,
I thought so too. I got scared.
I had to watch a couple times just to make sure. It was the ref. The ref was the final tell for me.
I got scared because when I saw because even Will Ospreay said after that in the interview, he's like he's tiring that move. Because like Danielson may have sold it well, but I think there still was a legit scare there. That man's not going to retire the move for nothing. So, because when I looked at the landing, I'm like, it looked like he landed correctly, but with his history of neck injuries and head injuries, you're like, could have been bad.
Yeah.
And I don't like them playing with that with Danielson just because of his. Like you could do that with other people, but with Danielson, it made me really concerned, and it kind of it took away from the match a little for me. After that, I was kind of down.
But it's Danielson, though. He's gonna want to do that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I know he wants to do that stuff. That's what scares me about him being in AEW. That's what scares me about a lot of talent being in AEW. Because they're going to do what they want to do, and sometimes you can't let them. That's scary. For me, as a fan, knowing his history, don't do any head injury. That is terrifying. Don't want to see that. I don't want to see that from Edge. I don't want to see that from Christian. I don't want to see that from Saraya. I don't want to see that from these people that have these well-documented injuries. That's scary to me. I don't want to see it. No, it makes me feel it makes me feel bad. It brings me down and it makes me not want to see them wrestling because I don't want to see somebody paralyzed again. We all saw Stone Cold get tombstone by Owen Hart. Like, I don't want to see something like that.
Yeah, took years off his career too.
Yeah, yeah. It's scary to me. Don't injury angle. Do a leg. Do a back. You can do other things. Do not. I understand you, but do
they did that during the match, though. They did all that stuff during the match. That's what made the match so good. But I keep you on the end though. Those people that were sitting next to me, they were really wondering, like, did he get hurt for real?
Right.
Okay.
It's the wrong kind of sympathy. The wrong, because if you think back on his history, he's gotten injured after most of the pay-per-views he's been on. He got injured at the Stadium Stampede, injured against Okada. He got injured. What was the first
one? Blood and guts.
Blood and guts. It might have been blood and guts. He's gotten after most of his pay-per-view matches, he's walked away injured and on the shelf. So that bothered. But the match itself was great. Match itself was great. Ospreay, he does a lot of. He moves at 1,000 hours, doesn't sell a lot, but in that match they slowed down. They had a couple spots where he's going to have a couple spots where they kind of do big move.
Submissions.
I want to do a big move. And then you do a big move. We just kind of go back and forth. It doesn't matter. That bothers me, but other than that, it was good. It was a great match. Great match.
After that, you have the young
and then we had Swerve and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, the match itself, the ladder match wasn't bad. I just didn't care for it. But the work was solid. And then you had the Jack Perry match. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about the match because the match itself was, I would say, it was a good match, but I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, it was right after Okada or Ospreay and Bryan, so I was like, okay, just get it over with, guys. We know what to do.
Now, the main event, Swerve versus Joe, I like the match, but one thing that just irritated me about it was when they brought the title into the ring, and then they kept trying to
You're a little low again.
I'm gonna try it again, Josh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Like they have brought the title into the ring,
and
it was in the ring for like 5-6 minutes, and it didn't have no factor on the finish or anything.
Yeah.
And it was just that ref was just didn't like move the title out the ring or anything. It just bothered me.
Yeah.
Like what why was it there? Like what was the purpose of that?
Yeah, I noticed that too. It didn't make any I don't know. Maybe they forgot or something. Maybe they ran over. That was strange. I thought it was a good match. It was a good match.
it was definitely a good match, and then uh, I think the crowd didn't get into it till later. Like the crowd didn't get into it till later in the match, though. It was a slow start on the crowd, but as it kicked off and it got picked up, the crowd got better into it. And the last one where you got the crowd up and do the stomp, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that was the time.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm gonna be generous. I gave him like a 9 out of 10 on there. It was like probably the best pay per view because like outside of like Jericho and Hook and like the
Fantastic.
match between O'Reilly and
Roderick.
like those only really like complaints I had about it, but everything else I thought was pretty good though. So they were 9 out of 10, man. To me, it was a really good show. Probably the best pay per view they've had. So definitely the best pay per view they had this year.
Yeah, I gave it a B plus. I gave it a B plus.
It just they pay per views are long though. That's the only thing I say. They are long.
It makes you appreciate the 2-night WrestleMania.
Yeah, and how Backlash, like, even though it was only 5 matches, but it felt like a 5-hour epic. Like there's something about having enough matches, but strengthening it with the timing and make it feel shorter. It's just I have to study it. Like how do they do that? So, and not to derail AEW what they did with Dynasty, but you gotta have a little bit less of a filler in between stuff, like the O'Reilly stuff, like that'd be 5 to 7 guys. Let's make it a little bit quicker. So
Yeah. And then they have a lot of post match stuff too, because they had like post
yeah, exactly. Like
and
Mercedes. Yeah.
they have a lot of post match stuff. They're gonna have to shorten up these pay-per-views. They're doing them more often now. Like when you were doing 4 a year, having these 5-hour pay-per-views are fine. But when you're doing them every month, you can't
No.
you cannot do this. And that's what WWE. I mean, they like you said, Backlash. That was like 3 hours.
Yeah. It
It
felt
was
like an
like three
epic.
hours, 5 matches, 3 hours, because this isn't one of our main pay.
It's
Save the longer pay per views for the Summer Slams, for the Survivor Series, for that sort of thing. Backlash, you get through.
yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to get that timing down. Not every match has to be a 20, 30 minute. Like you said, you have to learn how to. O'Reilly and Strong, that 10 minutes.
Yeah, and
That's
make
all.
it like a taster. Make it like, okay, maybe we'll have a match down the road. Let's make it less, more of a building block, thus booking. No. Let's make it a grand epic because we've had history prior. Come on.
You have to either have less matches or less time.
Less time for me.
If you're going to have, if you're doing a pay per view every month, you don't need 7, 8, 9 matches. You don't.
No.
Only WrestleMania.
You don't. If you're AEW, you do not need eight matches on the card, plus the pre-show. Like you don't need. That's too many matches. You're running every month. So all right, you didn't get on this pay per view. You'll get on the next one.
Or the
Gives you a
television.
longer time to tell this story to lead up to the pay per view. You don't have to have 8 matches, 15 minutes apiece on every pay per view. 5, 6 matches. All you need. 3 hours. We're keeping it short. And then when you get to a tentpole event like Double or Nothing, one of your first pay per view, one of your long standing pay per views, that's when you go to 5 hour or whatever. But not every pay per view. This is stuff that you need to learn. That they're 5 years in and they're still learning things. This is stuff they need to learn. I'm not going to tune into every. I'm not going to give you every Saturday, one Saturday a weekend, or Sunday or whatever day they run their paper. I'm not going to
Sunday.
give those to you once a week, once a month. When I got a WWE pay per view to watch, I have a UFC event, I have a boxing event. It's too much.
Playoffs.
I'm not doing that. The playoffs is on. I'm not giving you 5 hours.
You gave the B plus. What did you give the Jade?
A minus. Like, as much as I'm annoyed with Jericho, and of course AEW, like, we're just elaborating with the booking. At least they want to make it a spectacle. There's that, like, that lone positive. Like, we're trying to make this memorable. So TK's the ultimate mark for a reason, and I don't blame him. He has the money to burn, but gotta round these up a little bit better. Even with a great show like this, like the run time with matches is a problem. It's a apparent problem.
All right, so man, you gotta mention Backlash, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, I want to give AEW credit. The last year, how bad they're, and they were bad.
Last year was the worst
them,
one. If I had accumulated the worst year of AEW, it was last year. Match pay per view wise, I agree.
I want to give them credit. We are very fair. I know people think, but we're pretty fair with it.
All right, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Backlash.
You don't have to look it up, man. We know all 5 matches, man.
I'm getting old. I be forgetting. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't forget that crowd, man. First match was the street fight. It was the solo. Like a side note, man, WWE better not fucking ruin Jacob Fatu. There's a report out there that saying they afraid Jacob Fatu might ruin Solo Sikoa's like overshot. Like, who cares, man?
No.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
don't
just
fucking try to hold back Jacob Fatu because of that shit, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, what's the over under he debuts before or after SummerSlam or during SummerSlam? I'm thinking SummerSlam now.
He's gonna debut before SummerSlam, man. It's
Okay.
just,
I can see it going. I think he debuts before SummerSlam, but I would not be surprised if they waited until.
Yeah, I'm thinking like mainly because of Survivor Series. I want that bloodline sooner than later. Like, they got pieces in play. Oh man, come on, let's do it, buddy.
I'm with you. Like, well, Josh, you said it before. Like, you're like, if you ever come, you might overshadow Roman, right? So if we're already having conversations of him overshadowing Roman, he's definitely going to overshadow Solo. But at this point, with the way the crowd is with Roman, I don't know if people overshadow Roman at this point. Roman's pretty much incredible championship run, but he's going to overshadow Solo, and I think that's a good. I don't think that's a bad problem.
And tails on tape, how they're maybe it's a repackaged thing, even though fans know, but at the same time, we'll see. I feel like it's gonna be like a secret weapon, and maybe Jay gets the upper hand. You never know. Who knows?
It'll be interesting to see what they do. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, with the faction, you usually want to have 4, right? You have the top guy, you have the mid card guy, and you have.
Yeah.
So with Solo, you got Solo. You got
Tama Tongue
and Tongaloa. Spoiler alert. So you could have Jacob Fatu. Or you could have Fatu on the other side, on the babyface side.
I'm thinking Jay now. I'm thinking the Jay route because even though Cody might be what we already established that Cody needs to be away from Bloodline. So we got Jimmy, Jay, Roman, and Jacob.
Mhm.
Jacob would be the equalizer with Solo, technically, and Roman, essentially trying to teach him a lesson in a way. I guess I don't know because I can't see like Roman teaming with Solo.
No, I mean that Solo's got to be on the other side of it.
Yeah,
I think we all know Roman, Jay, Jimmy. It's all going to be. That's going to be Solo, Tamatonga, Tonga. I think you add Jacob Fatu over to the heel side, and I think you keep The Rock on the heel side.
Well, yeah, there you go. Because of his 5, yeah.
You keep The Rock on the heel side, because then what happens is, like, you could always have Jacob Fatu take over that newer bloodline and kick Solo out, and then Solo go because Roman ain't going to be around forever.
Yeah, you got that's the thing. And that's why I want it sooner than later because Roman's on knocking door, and I can't blame him. So, and same with Rock too. Rock envisioned essentially Roman for WrestleMania. So
Man, they have that's another problem that they have. Looking at
so many routes, so many routes.
Cody and Rock is the WrestleMania match, but you know that they're still eventually going to have to do Rock and Roman.
Yeah, and and if Cody's definitely not involved for War Games or the Bloodline right now, case in point, who's going to face anyone in the Bloodline at the moment? Not exactly the new Bloodline. So I don't know. It's just being booked in the corner of Cody, and I don't see that for WrestleMania. Maybe Rock does a quick one for SummerSlam versus Cody, but I don't know. They have to do it fast, do it really soon.
Cody has to be a WrestleMania match.
I don't know.
Do that at SummerSlam.
I don't know because of this Bloodline nonsense. So I don't know.
You don't have to, but you could do Bloodline versus Bloodline at WrestleMania.
War games, war
You
games.
don't have to have it at War Games. That Bloodline versus Bloodline is a WrestleMania match.
Does the honorary Uso come back?
Facing off at WrestleMania.
The honorary Uso. Oh, Sammy, possibly
Yeah,
Sammy.
does he come back too?
Maybe.
Factor in the storyline if Roman and his team need help.
Right. They can go any ways with this. If there's one thing I can say is I fully trust them.
And if Cody's reign in general, like I'd be shocked if he goes up to WrestleMania. To be honest, Gunther in the wing, Jay super hot, LA Knight of course. So and being booked in the corner now, it's like, okay, we gotta get these storylines going. So
I think Cody makes it to WrestleMania.
man, we'll
I think
see.
Cody makes it to WrestleMania as champion. And I think you're going to get Cody and Rock at WrestleMania. I think you kind of have to. I mean, you're going to rematch Cody and Roman at some Royal Rumble. Like that rematch is going to happen.
Okay, so
It's not going to happen at WrestleMania.
a re-challenge from the former champion. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to get his rematch.
Bloodline interfere?
Huh?
Bloodline interferes?
Because the last pay-per-view was the first time in a long time there was no interference.
That'll be interesting.
We're back on the trend. We're back for the streak.
He could do bloodline interference, or Roman could say, hey, y'all messed. I lost because y'all interfered last time. I'm doing this. Go either way.
So that was you had the street fight. So I thought that was a good way to introduce them though, and it was cool to have let them go out there and brawl for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. And Nick Aldis pretty much sold it, like even amping up the crowd even more as they were. Yeah, that you definitely needed a lighting there.
And then Nick Aldis is an interesting character. Like, what side is he on? Is he neutral? Is he just what best fits for him? I think it's gonna be interesting. We find out what type of character he really is.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. And I sincerely hope Pierce versus Aldis for WrestleMania. I'm still banking on that.
I think it definitely could happen at next year's WrestleMania for sure.
Yeah, or even if they do Survivor Series, brand versus brand.
Yes.
But
What did you think of the opening match, the hardcore? Well, I guess say street fighting.
overall, I thought it was a I couldn't help but think about the first night of WrestleMania with Cody and Rock. I liked it better than that one, mainly because they didn't have to space out too much. They barely went in the crowd compared to Rock and Cody. That was distracting because they were both on different sides. It felt like it was stalling, and that was the only bad thing about that match. So this was the refresher. Like, we're going to be spread out. We're not going to be too ridiculous. We're going to be keeping the chaos controlled, as it were. So it was smart booking right there,
Everybody thought Jacob Fatu was coming, but it was Tanga.
and that was a perfect swerve. Like, hey, we're thinking we're 3 steps ahead of you guys. It's beautiful. It's ingenious.
But is the Gorillas of Destiny back though?
Yeah, yeah. And I originally thought he was the one, or he was Comancho. I got confused with Tam Tonga because I thought Tam Tonga initially was re-signed with NXT when he uh, re-signed last year. I don't know. It was like one of those things where I was confused who signed when, but it was Tame Tonga. So I'm like, okay, it's the brothers. They're back together. But other than that, yeah, it is just a perfect way to start it off. You definitely need that type of like added element towards future booking. And like I argued before with Backlash, how that's such a tricky show because you got the draft, and I'm not crazy about the draft after WrestleMania. I feel like it should need a dead period, maybe even after SummerSlam, like something to revamp the new season of the programming and whatnot. I don't know, but then again, Triple H doing his thing and doing it right and calling his shots, and he Backlash back-to-back years, perfect even after the draft.
Yeah, so it was all solid match. So next match, it's a women's title match, triple threat. All the women in there worked hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I don't think it was like an amazing match, but they worked hard. They did what they needed to do.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think Jade got hurt or at least concussed or rung up a bit. And
No,
that
I'm talking about this the women's title match. I'm talking
oh,
about the
my mistake, my mistake.
triple threat match.
Bailey,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, the ending just caught me off guard though. I was like, huh?
Yeah, it was slow. Bailey, in a sense, like kept it centered. She hit her cues much better. Naomi was out of the picture a little bit longer than she should have. Tiffany Stratton, of course, being like the main focus because that was the French crowd chanting for Tiffany time. But Bailey brought it back, and Naomi hit her spots. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but I was genuinely surprised with with the comments mainly because of Tiffany. It's like, she kind of I don't know. She was kind of slow in that match. I think, it was, especially starting off.
Well, this is a big match that she had though. I thought she performed good enough for her experience.
Yeah, it was shaking the cobwebs, and of course, perfect crowd to do it in front of too. And of course, what she did with Elimination Chamber with Naomi doing that cartwheel thing.
But I think Tiffany Stratton definitely she has a bright future ahead of her. She just stay motivated.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna be really good though.
well, that was kind of earlier when we were talking about like with Bianca having a long reign in general, like how they should like feature storylines with women, especially with the mid card title being in the picture now. They kind of need like focus matches. Like you have like a nice little match with Tiffany against Chelsea Green, for example. Like even though they're different brands, but those type of like build ups, and maybe they can build it out enough for pay per view, but to eat it enough for TV time as well. They don't necessarily have that like Randy Orton rivalry match at the moment, at least with the women's side. So then Tiffany would be perfect for that route because she's not ready for having the big title yet. At least getting that momentum with fans. I'd rather have her have a better run than Liv, for example. So we'll see.
You're not aboard the Liv Morgan hype train.
She well, at least
Man.
she's heel to make it switch it up a bit, but and yeah, she's already pestering
She
Becky.
technically haven't flipped yet. She's technically haven't flipped yet, but we
Yeah,
know it's coming.
yeah. And if it's a good give a match against Becky, why not? Raw's weird as it is with the talent pool, so
But then, so then after that was the that's it. So yeah, after that match, that's the Jey Uso versus Damian Priest match. Jey Uso was just mad over.
yeah, it's tough. Imagine like because that might be his top belt challenge for a while. Unfortunately, it's tough because you need that momentum. He's super over. He has the best chant at the moment and the best crowd reaction at the moment.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna team him back later with his brother. So
Yeah,
there's plenty of meat on the bone for that singles run.
that's the thing. And the only like closest one I could think of, if he even wins, is against Sammy. But that's rehash. And if we're doing the bloodline thing, if the honorary Oos gets in the fold, we'll see. I don't know. It's just I'm just hoping for at least Jay get a top belt in his career, even if it's one time, even if it's like a Damian Priest thing. Whatever, give it to the guy.
Jay's at a point where he's going to have to win at some point. He
That's the
keep losing.
thing.
He can't keep losing these matches.
Oh, baby time.
Don't
Oh,
don't embarrass me. Don't
first time, first time seeing you, Marley. Hello,
mm,
hello.
say hi. Want to say hi?
Cough
No,
high.
Oh wow.
sorry, I'm on duty. Um, but Jay is that was one of the greatest entrances of all time. Let's just get that out. Probably replayed that alone like 8 times.
Yeah. And
You know,
I love it when a wrestler gets the crowd in sync. When he does one side, and he does the other side, but they don't do
mhm.
it all at the same time. It's beautiful. It's rare to do that.
And again to point out again, like this just goes to show you how much the crowd means to to a match and to a show, and how how difficult that era was
Oh yeah,
because um that crowd was amazing and they elevated a lot of those matches.
that's okay.
especially
Tech.
especially the world heavyweight title match because the match itself it was alright. It wasn't nothing special, but that crowd made it seem like it was special though.
Yeah, yeah. And those are the most unique chants ever. And like it'll be almost like it'll be like a good callback of any like random house show or even another pay per view does the phenomenal, for two AJ Styles, and simply two, simply two.
I remember I tweeted out I thought Cody was gonna get booed because they were cheering so hard for AJ, but Cody still got his great reaction. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, the crowd. Well, so that interesting to see what's gonna happen with Judgment Day and Damian Priest though. But I thought had a solid match. Now, the match I want to talk about is the match that everybody wanted to shit on before it happened,
Oh
and they
yeah.
went out there and they did their thing. The only thing that messed it up was the Kyrie Sane situation. I rewatched that match. Oscar did actually tag in. The ref was correct. Kyrie was not the legal person.
And I
And
felt like it was part of storyline too. I felt like it was part of storyline.
but I think maybe I don't know what they could have did different. I don't know. It was just I don't know. Did Kyrie forget she wasn't legal or something, or did I don't know what happened right there.
Yeah.
But
They unfortunately have miscommunication, of course. That's the only thing I could think of. And of course, Jade, she did get knocked up a little bit. This mild concussion, hopefully. And
she had a concussion.
I think so. It was during that spot where they're trading blows and she was in between them. Like, I think it was Kari that kind of elbowed her on the side. And I noticed that Jade was a little bit slower. That's when she hot tagged Bianca, and Bianca was out there for a little bit longer. Thus, that match was the only one, or technically the J match was the longest one. That felt dragging, but this one should had not been that long. I felt like they were trying to do an extra spot, but they couldn't do it during that injury spot. So they had to improv a little bit on the fly, but Jay got back her rhythm when she did that cross body. So yeah, Jade's automatic. She's a talent, and she definitely that was like a first time seeing that her recover. I'm like, okay, she's got it. She knows what to do when things get a little bit off.
Yeah, there was definitely some miscommunications in that match for sure. That
And
Kyrie Sane spot, that looked like a miscommunication.
yeah,
They messed up on it because they went right back
yeah,
up
and
afterwards.
yeah,
So
that's what I mean. It felt like they were trying to do something special, but they couldn't do it right at that right time.
I don't think they
And
were
then
trying to do anything special. I think they just messed it
yeah,
up. Something just got messed up. And I think it was probably the tag, like because they went right back to doing the exact same stuff.
yeah.
Because they tagged out, they did the same thing again. Um, there was just a couple miscommunications when Jade did the little. It looked like she was supposed to do the double clothesline, but like she only clothesline Oscar, I think.
Yes, and I think I was
Kyrie is too short, so
that,
she has to come back and do another move.
and I think
But
that
they
was just
improvised
after.
that pretty well.
Yeah, and I think that was just after that tap in the head.
Yeah.
So
I don't think she got concussed. Um, I can see where you saw that where you
yeah,
got
Kari
concussed.
hit her.
Yeah,
It
she
felt like
did.
yeah,
She definitely did, but she didn't seem like loopy to me. Um, but she could have gotten her bell wrong. Um, but um, again, Kyrie Sane is very short, and the camera angle was not favorable. So Bianca was very clearly hitting the turnbuckle, and that was very. He does that all the time. That's one thing in her armor. Just don't do the 10 punches
okay,
because she always hits the turnbuckle, and the camera always shows her hitting the turnbuckle. And Kyrie Sane was too short to get up to the top turnbuckle. So you just see her pounding away at the turnbuckle. It was bad. I love you, Bianca, but that's not good. Retire that, please.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the punches?
Yeah.
Oh man. And she gets the backflip off of it, man. It's a good. It just don't show the punches. That's all.
Yeah.
The camera
Don't show
angle.
the punches.
Or fix the camera angle at least.
Yeah, the camera doesn't do her any favors. Kyrie was too short. She couldn't get up to the top turnbuckle. So like her size kind of like wasn't it was a little difficult for them to win.
That Asuka, I think she got hurt during the match too. So
No, I've been wrestling her for a while, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair.
She had a knee issue. So that's why she wasn't in that King of the Ring. I mean Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, and Dakota replaced But
So
I thought Jade Cargill.
you should thought Jade was great.
I thought Jade looked great. She looked like they treated her like a star. She looked like.
And she had a springboard crossbody. That's still somebody at her size. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's where I mentioned that's where she technically recovered. Like there you go. That I like to see that, especially after that type of weird moment there.
That was fine. I love watching her just throw Kyrie Sane around before she got her into the Jaded. That was awesome.
Barely 80.
That was cool. And then they worked a solid match. But again, the match itself was funky, but the talent was so over that it didn't matter at all. But that crowd really helped. Like just to go back to the AJ and Cody match, you can tell that with them and with the street fight as well, you could tell just the crowd reaction fired them up even more.
Oh
Like
yeah.
AJ and Cody put a little extra on in that street fight. You could tell Randy and Kevin Owens put a little extra on just because they were feeding off of that crowd.
Especially Randy. Randy was like looking, oh, you want tables?
Yeah. And he didn't give it to him, which was a heel thing.
Yes.
But it worked for Randy because it's like, we know Randy. We know Randy's not doing any springboard jumps off of the
that was beautiful.
The barricade. We know he's not doing that.
That's the most I've ever liked Randy, sadly. Blandy Randy. You finally won me over.
Randy's gotten a lot better. Well, he's like it was some interview he did maybe a couple of years ago, and he mentioned how like he finally realized how important promos are.
Yes.
So like you could really put his promos have gotten a lot better over the last couple of years. I think it was the Edge dude when Edge first came back.
Yeah.
I think that's when he started like important. His promos have made great sense.
He sadly made Riddle legit. He said he did it on his whim.
Yeah. Yeah. That street fight was a very good street fight, though. I usually don't care for that sort of stuff, but I thought that street fight was very well done. Very well done. It was a brawl, and that's exactly what it should have been. It was a wild, crazy brawl. I love the way it started. I love the way they just kind of went at it, and they threw all sorts of people out there to kind of control the chaos. I love the way Nick Aldis came out there and was just like, you know what, y'all ain't gonna follow. Let's just do that. Like it all made sense, and I thought they worked very well too. Loa missed his spot, but that was a nice surprise. I remember Josh was telling us that nice surprise. He was that match first. Come on with that, but yeah, I really enjoyed Street.
What do you think of the women's three-way?
It was better than
Okay.
I generally don't like three ways too much because they kind of like all kind of follow the same pattern. I thought the WrestleMania 3-way with Paul and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton was very well done. I thought this one was cool. I think the reaction that Naomi got really helped. I think that really helped the match because it gave you a viable person to win. I knew Bailey was going to retain there, and you could tell that their main objective was Tiffany Stratton, but Naomi being so big with the crowd and having that sort of like connection with them, definitely.
Yeah, she came at the right time because I felt like Tiffany was a little bit like over it, just a little bit over the time with her
Yeah.
time spotlight. So
I thought Stratton held it all together pretty well. Again, they saved most of the for her. It was a showcase for her. She did fine. But she did not get the reaction in France that she got
yeah,
in the United States. That was
so the main event, my favorite Cody match in WWE, technically my favorite Cody match in general, and AJ, one of his best ones. I have still yet to decide if it's my favorite one for AJ, but man, oh man,
it's not my favorite AJ match,
yeah.
but it was a very good match. Very, very good match. Um, it worked well together. Cody got that, like Cody cut her from the top rope a little bit. I think he jumped out a little too far.
Yeah, yeah. It's all timing. That time was just off.
That was, but very good match. Very good match. I mean, like I said, like the women's tag match was a little rough at points, but the crowd and how over Jade and Bianca was definitely made up for it.
Uh,
The crowd changed a lot in that. And I think that's great moving forward for the WWE because when crowds watch the paper, right, and they see how loud and reactive that crowd is, they're going to get competitive.
oh yeah, and
So
especially
it's
for
like, oh, okay, they were like this in France with 11,000. Oh, we got to get loud when they come here too, and that's how you build your audience.
that, and yeah, like I mentioned in our text, like imagining like at least a different market, like advertising that notion. Like we know that you guys have 20, 40 times the size of this. You can make it happen.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like we said in our text as well. Like, look, man, WWE. When was the last time they had a preview adding 11,000?
That one. But Clash of
That's
the
it.
Castle is technically smaller, I guess.
No, Clash. Last year they had like 60,000 at Clash.
No, no way.
At Clash at
Really?
the Castle
Yeah.
with Gunther and Sheamus.
Oh, I'm getting confused with NXT. My mistake. Not the not yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Clash at
I'm
the
getting
Castle of Wales. I think they had like 60,000.
okay. I got confused with that one.
Yeah, they have a lot of so like them running an 11,000 seat stadium. That's kind of beneath where WWE is at this point, especially for the. So I know France had to
Yeah.
go there. It's not like it was in Paris or some big. So like definitely got to run that 11,000 seat arena, but that crowd was so loud and they were so active, it felt bigger.
Yeah. And the weird stat with the gate, the all-time greatest skate, where they talk about SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I mean it could be a French thing. I don't know. They're
Yeah.
always breaking something. I don't know.
It's just to add the caveat kind of thing, whatever.
Mhm.
But hey, like I said, like I'm hoping at least out there because I want that reaction. I want a place that hasn't seen one at all or ever hosted one. Wembley, of course, with AEW, they haven't done it since SummerSlam for WWE with Bulldog winning.
Mhm.
Make it special. Make it look like we're doing this for you. You're not going to have another pay per view another 20 years from now. Puerto Rico, we'd be lucky to have that in the next 5 years. Make it organic because the fans will carry. And it's like they knew that the fans were that special.
I don't think they do it. But again, they're in the money business.
I know. Stadiums.
They're in the money business, and
Because
they've made it very
that's
clear.
1/4. Yeah.
They've made it very clear, Lynn. If you want us there, you spend the money for us to be there. We'll be there. I don't care if it's Jamaica, Antigua, South Korea, wherever, Africa, wherever it may be. If you spend the money, we will be there. So it comes down to whether these places find it worth the money for them to spend $1 million.
Yeah. It's a similar
Are they going to
Olympics.
bring in the revenue that worthwhile? Puerto Rico did. Everybody made money because when you do that, now you're generating business for the town. All right, we got this 15,000 seat arena. Let's fill up the arena. We're filling up the hotels, the restaurants. People are eating at. People are going to the bars and spending money. Like you're generating all of this money for the town. So I could spend $1 million to win if I turn around and make 9, 10 in the weekend. So, it all comes down to just whether these places are willing to spend the money. I mean, England, they're pretty much consistently going to England now with this
Oh yeah,
because they're spending the money.
and they had NXT UK for that long, so
Yeah.
the crowd has been there.
Mm-hmm. And they're making the money. They're going to Germany for a pay. They're going, so it's they go to Saudi Arabia. It's like, yeah, we can go and do these international pay-per-views for these B and C ratings and generate extra money. Of course. It makes good business sense, and not only that, you're expanding the brand globally. And not only that, you got to also think, all right, if WWE is going into these and they're getting 15, 20, 30,000 people in these arenas, this is scouting for the UFC. So now the UFC could go, oh, okay, they got a rabid fan base in France.
Oh yeah, especially with Olympics.
Absolutely. So I mean, UFC does their little interest. I know they've gone to Brazil a couple times. They did Saudi during the pandemic.
Yeah, I was thinking Latin America in general. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've done a couple things. But like with WWE going to all these different countries, like it gives them a space where UFC can run these things. Or like we said, they could do a dual thing. We got a weekend. We might not even have the main roster over. We might send NXT over there, like they're doing in Vegas. We might say, hey, look, we got a UFC card on Saturday night. You stay, come back, and watch NXT.
Or technically the pre-show. Yeah.
It could work. Like there's a lot of positives to this. I'll say that, and I want to get on my soap one more time. Tell Chicago to get it together.
I know.
I want a big stadium. I want a dome. I do not want it to be Soldier Field. I don't want it on the lake.
I agree.
It doesn't have. If it's in Arlington High School, it does not have to be in Arlington Heights.
Just a parking lot. That's all I ask. A parking lot and a dome.
I want a dome, and I want a big stadium. I'm sick of not having the Super Bowl. I'm sick of not having WrestleMania. I'm sick of not having the Olympics. I'm sick of this being such a big world-renowned city. and we can't get any of these big events. We don't have a stadium for it in this big old city, and you can't run it at Soldier Field because Soldier Field, you only got one way to get there because the
Yeah,
lake is blocking it. So
it's
you
too much.
only have access to Lake. You only have Lakeshore Drive, and that's why the traffic is awful. Why would anybody? Why would the World Cup want to come to Chicago? Traffic is going to be brutal
Yeah,
because you can only get there one way. Even if you do put a dome over that stadium, the commute would be awful. It's I want these big events, and it frustrates that they're not doing what they need to. It bothers, but I'm done.
yeah,
What
no,
was your overall grade of Backlash?
a minus as well. Near perfect card for 5 matches, and just like WrestleMania, just continuing that momentum. No insulting matches, no gimmicky like Vince McMahon bullshit squash slash joke matches. Just solid, a-okay. Let's ride the wave booking. Oh my god, it does wonders. And a place like France, it'll be the most memorable thing. Before it was definitely a I'm not a big fan of Olympics, but if I wanted to see WrestleMania, I would choose that or their Backlash over the Olympics if I was a French citizen. So
Mm.
yeah, it's just smart. These guys already have a great game plan going, and we'll see where the next Backlash will be. I just want to be a random mystery bag of surprises from here on out.
Ponies up.
Oh yeah,
Puerto Rico ponied up, and they showed out. France ponied up.
yeah, and South Korea and slash Japan, that'll definitely happen. I can guarantee it. Next 5 years, for, at least.
Yeah, like I said with Japan, Japan, like I said, the only thing with Japan is they got New Japan.
Yeah, and
So are they going to spend the money to be there when they already have New Japan? Only thing that's kind of getting in there. Right?
yeah,
And not only New Japan, they got all they have a number of different promotions.
yeah,
So I don't know if they're willing to spend the money to bring them in because then
that's
you're
true.
kind of like you're hurting your own, you're killing the competition.
Yeah, true, true.
I think WWE would love to go to Japan, and I think Japan probably would happen, but I logistically with those other promotions there, I just don't know if they'll ever be willing to spend the money unless it's some type of
Oh yeah,
like
who
a
knows?
forbidden.
Money talks at the end of the day. This is a matter of making the right deal, and they're already making it happen with the deals, and of course the Netflix money coming in. This is a conglomerate. They're gonna own the world one day.
Thanks money coming in. I just read today that they signed a deal with um Comcast so they
Of
can
course,
continue running Raw until the end of the year.
yeah.
I think they're 25 million. Because I think it was originally supposed to be in like September, but the Netflix deal didn't start until January.
Yeah, for next year.
Yeah, so I think they read today. I think I read today that they signed a $25 million deal with Comcast to continue to not Comcast, NBC, Universal,
Yeah,
whoever owns
well,
the same network.
Comcast originally owned Netflix at one
Yeah,
point.
to continue to run um Raw. Another easy 25 million.
Hmm.
Yeah, like, I give the pay per view. I agree. I'm right. I gave the pay per view plus as well. So fans of both. companies, they both got quality. What happens with this next set? I don't know what's going to happen with Saudi. Those shows can be hit or miss. In the beginning, they were terrible, but lately they've kind of seemed to put a little more effort into them. And what's the next? It's Double or Nothing coming up in a couple weeks.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Swerve and Christian.
Yeah.
With that screen. WIllow and Mercedes, that's going to be good. The Elite's definitely going to be involved. No Jericho's going to be involved somehow. It'll just be interesting to see where they go.
Man, now I'm thinking there's at least one more for Swerve. Malachi Black. Would that be a possibility before Wembley?
Yeah, I think that's a possible challenger for him. Sure, you can have one of your newer C-rate pay-per-views and have him challenge.
Yeah,
Black barely works singles matches, but
they have momentum. Like people are finally like anticipating seeing House of Black. You can't touch the lead at the moment with the factions there or the trios as well. Whatever the fuck they're doing, the trios in general. But still, it's time. At least give Malachi at least that one little push, and then he'll be ideally the next champion the next year or so. So we'll see.
yeah, give Malachi one little push before he goes back to WWE.
Well, that as well. If this contract's up as well, because
That
time
brother
is
going back home.
with his wifey.
Whenever
Can't
that
blame him.
contract ends, he going back to WWE.
Wow. Because she is the queen of the ring.
Queen of the ring. And to be fair, I thought Brody King looked pretty good in that.
He's gotten better. He's surprisingly gotten better. And Buddy, of course, is a gem. And it's like he gotta make this his top focus now. So
He's gotten better, and I like that he was always with Julia Hart during her match.
yeah.
That was cool. Action. It was nice to see one of the faction members out there with her. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Did Josh give his grade of Backlash?
If he's awake.
Oh. So he'll catch back on. So moving forward, um, what do you see for Gunther moving? Do you think I think he's kind of going to be penciled in as the Royal Rumble winner this year. But, what do you see for him moving forward? He's clearly going to be a main focus.
Well, because Damian winning. Oh no, Gunther's Raw, right?
I think Gunther's
Still on Raw, yeah. So
yes.
maybe a match with Damian for SummerSlam. If they're not breaking up Judgment Day, and they only should, it's getting kind of annoying. If Finn wins for King of the Ring, maybe that'll be like a final nail in the coffin. But because I can only see Gunther as a champion, you can't get too cute with him because Royal Rumble, like, would he face Cody or would he face whoever the current WWE champion will be? So that's gonna be interesting because Gunther facing Cody.
That's the thing. Like Gunther and Cody, before this whole bloodline thing, Gunther and Cody seemed like the WrestleMania match this year. But
well, we have to at least forget Brock because Brock was supposed
yeah,
to face Gunther as well at one point.
yeah, it seemed like Gunther Cody would be because not Royal Rumble before this last one was when Cody and Gunther were the last two.
Yes,
And kind of low key teasing them. So um, I think Gunther and Cody has WrestleMania written all over it. But at this point, but again, you can't get away from Cody and The Rock at WrestleMania.
Well, that
So you can't get away from that.
and this
So it's
quiet
like, is Cody going to do like Roman and pull double duty?
yeah, and Cody in general, like being
Yeah.
like waiting on the wings for somebody at the moment.
Mhm.
So
I don't see Gunther winning the Royal Rumble and being like, no, I'm not going to fight Cody. I'm going to fight Roman. I
yeah,
don't see that.
that's why I'm thinking like he'll be a maybe the guy that beat Damien.
I mean, I think Drew Mac.
Well, Drew still has to face CM Punk, and CM Punk. Well, the dream match would be against Seth at WrestleMania for headlining, but
Yeah.
Seth is not going to be champion. Let's
No,
give him a break.
Seth's going to be out for a while
That's the thing.
because he's got a he's injured.
Yeah,
We all saw that. He's definitely Seth's going to be out for a while. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting things. It's like you save Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, and you continue that story for that long.
unless Drew's champion, which is a good call there. But Gunther, one of the most dominant forces and the most logical choice for champion. Usually number one in everyone's list with that.
Yeah.
So,
And what you do with Gunther until then? Who do you have him feuding with?
that's the thing. And that's why I'm not really sold with him winning Royal Rumble. So it's tough, very tough.
It's difficult.
And it's a good problem to have, but now, like we mentioned before, the booking in the corner with Cody, especially Cody, because Damien's whatever. He's a placeholder. There's many routes there. Whoever's in Raw, essentially. Even yeah, I hate to admit it, Finn downgraded this past year after the Edge angle, but because they have to carry that story a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see. And then of course, Belair. We can't forget about Bloodline. If Rock wants to sneak in as champion, possible. I wouldn't doubt it. That's a possibility.
That is a possibility. I mean, there's so many possibilities. That's the interesting thing about it, and they're all good.
Yeah.
Because if we got a healthy CM Punk, you have a story with Punk and you have a story with McIntyre. You have Drew McIntyre, who established himself as a main event heel. You have
And
Gunther, that's a main event heel.
you have LA Knight way in the ring. You got Jey Uso. You have Kevin Owens technically. You have Randy Orton technically.
Yeah, yeah. You got Jey Uso, you got Randy Orton, you got LA Knight. You got a lot of top guys that need something to do, man. So like it'll be interesting to see how these different stories play out. Like Sami Zayn beating Gunther is a big deal.
Yeah, and I would
They
agree with
gotta
you that Gunther is technically the equalizer of all of them. He really is. That's where the story is going in motion. Even with Cody, even with SmackDown in general.
and that's just with the establishment.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about the Carmelo Pieces,
Yes.
the Dragunov,
Braun Breaker.
Breakers, these people that need to get established that's going to be the future. Like what does their year look
Logan Paul. At least we
like?
forget.
Logan Paul. Forget Logan Paul. I think Braun Breaker beats
Yeah. Even for WrestleMania, I can see at least another crazy amount of time with Logan.
I think Ron Breaker. Who's yeah? Oh, so you got Logan Paul
Same as
and Sami Zayn. I mean, does Gable eventually beat Zayn?
and everyone's pushing
The
for
heel
him.
Gable?
Everyone's liking his heel run. Him against Logan too. I would pay to see.
I pay to see a lot of people
Yeah,
because he's just, and it makes me mad that he's.
yeah, I know. The perfect heel.
Like, I see Prime all the time, everywhere, and something to me is like, maybe I'll try one, but then I'm like, nah, I can't.
I only tried the icy one, and it's like it's melted icy. Why? Why do kids like this shit?
I think they just
Oh yeah,
or
and the marketing at its finest.
KSI, I guess,
Hmm. Oh yeah, marketing at its finest.
and then at its finest. I mean, WWE is still rolling with them.
Uh, I, I was curious how long that deal was going to be because, of course, they had the prime bottles, the canvas. So maybe another year. Like it'll be like a
I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm just interested that it's still there, considering like the legal issue.
oh, I didn't know there was a legal issue.
Yeah, apparently, like people want are they're getting sued, or there's a possible suit coming because the Prime has like forever chemicals in them or something. People have been complaining about like the
Good, thank God. Because
so
kids, it's like their introductory to sugary crack.
it was like I'm just sticking with them while they. I'm interested to see how long.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like NFL is notorious for having. Oh, this year our official pizza sponsor is Little
Mm,
Caesars. Next year it'll be Domino's. Yeah, it's a trade off kind of thing.
we got a lot to look forward to.
Too
Um,
much to look forward to. Oh my God.
way too much to look forward to, man. NXT is looking well too, man. They've got a lot going on. I thought Chelsea Green and Roxanne Perez had a really good match on Tuesday.
And another one that a lot of people like and pushing for is Chelsea in general. So,
Yeah, I thought that match did a lot of good for Chelsea because
oh
she's
yeah,
always had that like character, but I think with the show you can get something out of her in the ring as well.
yeah,
So I mean, she could be one of those like, hey, we didn't expect it, but this is kind of a star for us.
oh yeah. And
She is all she just needs is to get highlighted.
yeah, and she made like a person like Piper, like on the wing kind of thing. She could do it. She can carry.
Chelsea Green can carry things by herself. She's good. Um, yeah, her and Perez had a really good match. I enjoyed that match a lot. Again, Trick really star, like you said earlier. We just want to see him progress in the ring.
How
I
do you
like.
like that? How do you like that Fallon turn?
I didn't care.
Yeah, I know this. That's kind of like a weird problem with the women's there
I just don't
because
care about Alan Henry.
yeah,
Um, she's not bad. I don't want it to. I don't want it to seem like her. And,
I
not bad at all.
well
I just
compared to
don't
like a
really
lot of
care
ones
about
that
her.
are focused, I think she does have a good solid foundation. Like the one she turned on, like I have no hope for her. There's here and there ones I'm still warming up to. They need the train.
Alan Henry. She had. Was she against Kalani Jordan yesterday?
Yes, that was the match. But when she swerved with the Chase U girl.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, Thea Hale.
I am not a fan.
You don't have see this is why we need Josh to wait.
He
'Cause
likes her. Oh no.
I was talking to him. It might have been on Twitter, and he thinks highly of her. He thinks he thinks she's going to be kind of like one of those underdogs, get behind.
Oh, well, well,
like an Alexa Bliss.
for me, just stop with the screaming. I'm not a fan of like random screaming.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
show, yeah, like Ultimate Warrior. Like no, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
I don't like that either.
I
And
like,
women have that bad, especially when they turn heel.
yeah, yeah,
Like they like scream like that's their way of
a Warrior cry.
yeah, like being expressive or something. And they just start screaming. Liv Morgan has that really bad. I mean,
Uh,
also with a scream everywhere. You don't need to scream. That just proves that you're not the worker that you should
yeah, you have to be calm, cool, and collected. It's similar to
be. You know
sports.
what to do,
Yeah,
and screaming is an easy way to. Please don't.
yeah, especially that stand and deliver. I was like all, the whole face team was doing. I'm like, guys, no, no, no.
Yeah,
It- it-
that is.
there's better ways to show energy. There's better ways to shift momentum. Be
I
intimidating. Yeah.
I absolutely. But yeah, I don't. I like Thea Hale. I think she's an okay talent. I think she's way too small. And
That and
I don't think she's going to get over on the main roster. But Josh thinks differently. So we're going to have that conversation with him. And maybe if we can get Kat on, we can get her perspective on that
okay, yeah, for sure, sure. I talk to her every now and then, and yeah. Uh, trying to remember one of our last conversations.
too.
Ugh.
We're definitely going to have to get her on and get her perspective on that. Because I
Yeah,
would love to have that.
and she's a big NXT lifer.
Yeah. NXT, like, it's gotten to be it's a watchable show. It's definitely a watchable show. Like, they're full on developmental again, but they are developed
Yeah, and
and they're doing a good job with it.
thus my question earlier with the CW. Like, I'm interested more if they're experimenting more, or at least being in the same mindset, like train these people for the big time. Because I would like that angle more, to be honest, rather than the random storylines like the Trick Williams thing. Now I'm like, no, 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 let's
Mhm.
keep that bay. Let's focus more on like the wrestling organics, as it were.
Yeah, I agree with you. Um, I think the CW is going to be done, but for them, I think they're going to get some more ice
Yeah,
because
the streaming in general.
yeah, and like you said, and the CW does have that like payment thing, so that is going to help. Because they get uh, uh about 675,000, 700,000 people a week now.
It's better than it's better
They're
than Collision. It's better
they're
than
like
Dynamite.
they're better than Collision. They're better than Rampage, and they're very close to Dynamite.
Yeah,
They are very.
I think it's like 80,000 average for Dynamite, which is
Yeah,
nothing.
Dynamite hasn't even been hitting eight. Yeah,
No,
they've been hitting seven,
I know.
1,000.
Well, they did creep up a million because of the Punk thing, and then the Swerve with the EVPs. That's it. At
Did they
least for
get to a
this,
million on that? I don't think they got to a million.
because of
They
that
may have,
spike. Because of that spike, I think it was something along those lines. Then
they
it
may have
dwindled.
spiked, but I don't
Yeah,
think they got up to
it wasn't an average. Don't get me
average.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what
if
you're
I'm
saying.
being generous, the highest average was like 900,000,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
realistically could have been 600,000.
yeah. So I don't. I, if the CW helps NXT get 100,000 more eyes, that's something crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
They're in Dynamite. That would not look good for AEW if WWE's third is better numbers.
Yeah, and they're definitely like we're experimental child. Like they're trying new things while AEW is supposed to be the new thing. So
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh crap! I nodded off, bro.
we know. We
Oh
know.
man, what the hell? What were y'all talking about, man?
Okay, so a question. So Josh, Jack and I were talking about this. Jack does not like, and I told him that you and I had this conversation.
He doesn't like what?
He doesn't like Thea Hale from Chase U in NXT. And I told him that you and I had this conversation. I think it was on Twitter. Her future.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think of her future?
She gonna be one of the lovable underdog type of characters that's gonna get over.
and I mentioned that I could see that, but the thing she has to stop starting to like right now is to stop screaming for the crowd reaction. She does it a little bit too much and it's not good.
Yeah, she young dumbass is gone. She's one of those characters that I think should stay babyface her entire career.
Oh yeah, especially with the size. It is what it is.
I don't. Oh yeah, what y'all? Y'all don't have to talk about it long, but what y'all think of the Cody AJ Styles? One that because I didn't get my opinion on that. I
Yeah,
thought that was
we'll hear your opinion because yeah, what I liked about it most was Cody winning over the fans, even though AJ was super over.
I thought it was great, and AJ give a middle finger to all them people say he was washed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know I think he said he retired the Spinal Tap. People were upset, but he's like, man, I can't do that anymore. He's older. He's like, it's something where if you don't use it, you lose it. I just can't, I just can't do that anymore. Yeah, I think I thought that was a great
Yeah,
AJ did
bro.
good, man, and I'm happy to see that reaction. It'll be interesting to see if that reaction carries over from fans.
And technically, it's my favorite Cody match mainly because of how he played with the crowd, even though they weren't booing him, but it was like one of those things where he definitely had a shift of momentum, and he did it. He did it in perfect timing. He didn't overshadow AJ Styles. It was a good psychological battle. And of course, when Jamaal mentioned his third rope Cody cutter, that was a little too much. Timing was off, but it was an extremely solid match. Probably the best
No,
one
you
for
didn't
WWE.
like that Cody cut it to the ending.
Well,
Man,
Oh no,
he got so much
I
air on
like
it.
it. I think he overshot it a little bit.
yeah, it was almost, it could have been totally wrong if he slipped or something.
He got so much air on that motherfucker,
That's the
man.
thing.
He got
Yeah.
he got a lot of air on it, and he looked like I said, he looked like he almost shot it. Like he was almost AJ, but they had just
That was
that
the
was
only
great.
like moment. That's it.
Had a great match, and again, it's something like Jack said, this is a rare Cody match that there was no dusty finishes. There wasn't a lot of like bumps or outside interference or any of that. It was just a clean, straight up match. That's something that Cody doesn't do a ton.
And don't get me wrong with Cody because he has memorable moments. In case I play the torn pack with Seth, but this is the moment where you have to solidify the champion. It was just excellent booking. You have a guy like AJ who's been over, one of the all-time greatest talented wrestlers ever, and has history, faced Dusty. So it was aligned with the stars.
And you know what? Just to give them some credit, I thought Michael Cole.
Yeah, I like that team a lot, to be honest, because I'm getting a little bit tired of McAfee.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, McAfee.
McAfee's good for television, I would say. I would argue.
Look, McAfee, man, it's acquired taste, man.
Yeah, he's kind of like Jerry Lawler.
I like him on a show, especially when he's in interview mode. It's just a matter of him easing down the sound bites, being in the moment. Like he settled down in WrestleMania, but starting off, he was bad, bad. I was so mad at it.
That brother was
Yeah.
But man, Jack, you gotta start hating on Thea Hale, man. Thea Hale.
It's my Tony Storm.
I think Thea's all right.
But Chase U as well. I'm like, oh man.
Chase U was a terrible.
No, Chase U was okay for NXT, man. It's okay, man.
It's okay for NXT. Yeah, it's okay for NXT. It ain't my cup, but it is okay for NXT.
I forgot. They had on Twitter one of the Alba Fire girls. I think she tweeted out because Thea Hale's been having people turn her against her. She said maybe Thea Hale is the problem.
Similar to Rey Mysterio.
Maybe she's the problem with, I think she'll have a solid main roster run. I don't think she ever gonna be top star or anything because the size thing. That's why.
At least study Zelina. At least study Alexa Bliss. Like have something comparable.
Yeah, that's
Let
why.
those
That's
be. Okay.
That's why I worry about Roxanne Perez too. Everybody's so confident she's gonna be so great. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm on your side too, Josh. I like her, but it's a matter of like finding the right matchups in the main roster with her.
I think it might take. I think her heel run is giving her a little more character. I think it's going to take a little. I think it's going to take more roster.
And that's why I was like a lot of people complaining, oh, she should be on the main roster. I'm like, no, I think it was good for her to stay in NXT for a little while longer, develop that character. Because then too, it's good that she's not getting called up the same time as Tiffany Stratton because she was not gonna get pushed like the way Tiffany Stratton gonna get pushed.
No, not at all.
So it's better to have her debut. I wouldn't even mind if she debut next year.
And dare I say, kind of copy AJ Lee, just a little bit, like have that reminder. Oh, she kind of is kind of like AJ Lee. Like sometimes fans gravitate towards that, especially the ones that don't watch NXT.
She has been practically begging AJ Lee to come back so she can.
Exactly.
Because you can tell that AJ Lee was inspiration for her.
Yeah.
She has been very public saying she wants a match.
AJ Lee is a really weird thing because AJ Lee's still young too. She only like 36, 37.
Injuries.
Yeah, she retired young. Like the thing about AJ Lee is too, she retired like right before that like wave of women started coming up.
Yeah, literally that WrestleMania, the day after, that's when Charlotte and Becky debuted, and Sasha.
So just missed them really. So
yeah, she did,
and she was pioneer, along with Emma, along with Holly. It's just a matter of like focusing on them compared to Bella's. Like WWE mentioned, like Bella's made women's wrestling relevant again.
If AJ wanted to come back, I'm sure it's open. I'm sure they will never come back. And I think the things that kind of expected her back with CM Punk being there, I don't know if it'll happen. She seems 100% content being retired because she's been doing.
Yeah, writing and producing and all this.
Writing, producing. She did, what was it? Wow? Glow? What was it?
Glow.
Was it Glow? Because
it was
she might have
wow.
been cool.
It was wild for wrestling, but Glow the comic.
Right. Correct. You're absolutely right. Yeah, she's been doing a lot, man. And I think she's supposed to be creating some sort of TV show.
There we go.
Yeah, I know you know, Jack. I know you know. Did you ever meet her in the airport?
No, you did though.
I definitely did, but I
But
wasn't sure if you met her.
I met her at C2E2.
Yeah.
My first one.
Okay. No, she's very, very nice. Very nice. I would like to see her back, even if it's on like a one last run type thing. It'll be cool.
Yeah, just there's
It's
so many.
nice to see somebody that's I'm retired and content with being retired.
Yeah, at least with Roxanne or kind of almost like a Trish Stratus kind of thing,
Right.
like a nice little momentum thing. Yeah, I don't see it with Becky per se.
You don't need to with that. Again,
No, no.
that's something that you would give to a Roxanne is to help her over.
Oh yeah.
You use those older stars for.
Oh yeah.
You don't waste it on people that's already over. Like WWE, they'll do their match. They're not in AEW. They'll go straight to that dream just because match oriented.
Because of TK.
WWE is star oriented.
Yeah, and then because they treat it like it's a sport, and
Yeah.
it's not a sport. It's not. And for example, I Brian Danielson and Will Ospreay, we already talked about how great a match that was, but at the end of the day, I don't like stories built around who's the best wrestler because Will Ospreay, him winning a match against Brian Danielson doesn't prove he's a better wrestler than him. It just because how does it prove he's a better wrestler? Because he won a fake match.
Right.
It's not real. It's not like they had a real fight and then I could say I'm better than you. Like, because who's the best wrestler is an opinion. It's not a quantitative fact. I can't say what I want. It's an opinion. I could say this person's a better wrestler. Then I could say, well, Brian Danielson's a better wrestler because he main evented a WrestleMania. Something Will
Yeah.
Ospreay has never done.
And it's not exactly how many wins or losses or belt reigns.
I could say he did on a bigger stage that Will Ospreay's never done. I could say that Brian Danielson has had more memorable matches and moments that people have actually seen on bigger stages. One thing to do this stuff in front of a bunch of internet marks is another thing to do it in front of like real big stages. Different kind of pressure.
Yeah, he did handle himself with Wembley. I give him that with against Jericho.
So like him beating Brian Danielson, that don't prove he's a better wrestler than Brian Danielson. Because I could have my opinion that Brian Danielson, even in defeat, is still better wrestler because it's all an opinion.
Like what is better? What is it? What is it that
it's nothing is better. You can't prove anything. Like because it's not real.
It's a preference.
So that's why I never liked that tagline ever when people build feuds off of that. Because
it's the best belt.
Because it's like you saying this person the best wrestler in the world. That's you saying that. That's your opinion. There's no fact behind any of this stuff. And a lot of times it all depends on your opponent too. If you're out here wrestling this guy, and there's other wrestler who might be just as good as you as wrestling like less talented opponents, of course you're gonna look better because you're wrestling better opponents.
Exactly.
It's like like some of these people were trying to say AJ Styles was washed up and stuff, but AJ Styles out there wrestling, carrying fucking cross though.
Yeah, and
Sure.
compare AJ Styles to Jericho. I mean, like AJ Styles at this point can wrestle 1,000 years, and I can still be convinced compared to Jericho now.
Yeah. Yeah, so like of course your match is gonna look better than his because look who he's going against.
Yeah.
And then you saw when you put him in the ring with somebody that like that's really good that he can work with, you can see what you get. I can say AJ Styles the best wrestler. You can't change my mind if that's what I think. What, you gonna give me some Dave Meltzer star ratings or some shit? Who gives a fuck about that, man?
Kurt Angle's never had a 5-star, but who gives a flying
That's the
fuck?
point. Like John Moxley's had 5-star matches, but Kurt Angle never had a 5-star
Yeah,
match.
exactly.
So it's like the best wrestler that like building a feud off of who's the best wrestler always will be stupid. I don't care what anybody says, it will always be stupid to me.
So can we officially say that New Japan is
Dead.
New Japan is what?
that New Japan is
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking like at least they'll go back to the basics, like the promotion himself. But the idea of New Japan as being the ultimate destination, that's dead. I agree there.
Just the Naito, man. You still got Naito, man.
now?
That's what I mean. The talent, they'll rebound. It's just they do it at their own pace. They'll do it for another 100 years. It's just a matter of, okay, maybe we shouldn't rely too much on American talent. Let's get. It's like a farm system with baseball. The White Sox have no pieces whatsoever. They're the White Sox at the moment.
After this year's Forbidden Door, though, I wouldn't do no more
Ah,
Forbidden
yeah, yeah.
Doors or something else.
And then the
I'm like,
wash
yeah,
or
fuck y'all.
the Inoki show as well.
Wrestle Dream.
Wrestle Dream.
I'm cutting that crap off.
Yeah,
Because all I'm doing is feeding y'all talent.
That's AEW has poached. Like for all of the marks that like always talk about Vince, like Tony Khan has ravaged New Japan. Like they have no top talent. They took all of it.
but it's the older crap though. That's the thing.
The
So
older crop is old.
yeah,
Like Tanahashi's the president now.
yes.
Naito is getting up there. Okada left. Tama Tonga gone. Gorillas of Destiny gone. Bullet Club gone. Now you got this Bullet Club with Dave Finley and Owens and all that. It's like nobody cares about them.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not looking good for him. And like for John Moxley to have your top title, I think
Yeah, that's a detriment.
that says a lot. Like they started, you opened up like the New Japan like U.S. Championship or Global Championship or whatever that was that they started up to expand New Japan into the United States. That's fine. Having your top champion be a guy from another promotion, that I think is like are there more eyes going to New Japan World because Moxley? If the answer is no, then it's not doing you any good. To me. We'll see. I also just don't like Moxley.
New Japan got to be getting paid pretty good, so that's what I'd probably say.
He's getting paid very well. He's been paid very handsome. I would not be surprised if he's making more now than
Who's making more? Who's making more money? You talking about Okada? You said Okada's making more money?
I said I think Moxley. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Moxley is making more money now than he did in the WWE.
Oh, he's definitely making more money compared with we getting AD plus all he doing these independent dates and stuff. So definitely making more like guaranteed money for sure though.
Mm-hmm.
But man, he doing a lot to his body though, man.
He is, but he's another one of those types of people that like can't let him do everything that he wants to do because he wants to have these garbage matches all the time. That's his thing, and it breaks down your body, man. You might be able to take it now, but look at Jeff Hardy. He'll learn.
Maybe. So, what did y'all? Because I nodded off a little bit. Did y'all talk about Swerve's booking?
Oh, I was waiting for. We can close it off with that because I'm almost heading in the hay too.
Mm-hmm. Spurs booking is terrible.
And similar
There's no.
Cody, there's no routes. Like
Cody
even
at least
suggested
has
Hangman.
Cody at least has a direct like Cody at least is like super. Just
Cody's over. It and he has the most upside. It's just a matter of like right now being in the awkward period.
yeah. It, again, the baby face is always the chase is always big.
Yeah.
Now that he's not chasing anymore, that this is when it gets a little difficult. But Cody is one of the most over in wrestling. So I don't.
Josh, I do think of one opponent. I want to hear your opinion. Malachi Black. Would it be possible that Malachi faces Swerve before Wembley or during Wembley?
I think Malachi might win the title off of Adam Copeland. So I don't know.
Oh, dang. Okay. So TNT a factor now. No.
Yeah, because I don't think you're running this storyline that you ran. Like from what I've seen on Twitter, they're saying that Adam Copeland and Brody King had a hell of a match. I was watching it on mute and I saw Brody King was bleeding, and it looks like they were like someone having a good match. So I don't think you're gonna have this storyline. He's just gonna run through the entire House of Black because
Just
that'll
like
kind of
Judgment.
like
Yeah,
it'll
call back
kind
to
of kill him
Judgment
off.
Day. Oh no.
It'll kind of kill him off. I think he has the match he had with the first two members. I think Malachi is gonna be the one that beats him for it.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah, answer your question. I don't think that's going to be a match, but I think he's going to have a match with Brian Cage at some point. I don't know if it's going to be like on the Dynamite or one of these pay-per-views though. But I think that's going to be an eventual match. The crazy part going to be is Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay win that match with what's his name, Roderick Strong, and he has a title, and then he can't focus on Swerve.
yeah.
But then
But what would you do at this point for Swerve?
you got a potential match of him and MJF that could possibly happen. You don't know what MJF's severity of his injury is. There's a lot of different reports coming out. Uh, so you got that. You got like Ricky Starks out there at some point. It's like, does he come back and he get in the picture, even for like a mini feud? Uh, they got some options, but like they ain't they. It's like they didn't plan this shit. It's almost like they did this for like brownie points or something. Give him Swerve the title.
Yeah, like they've really been like ever since they gave him the title, they've really been, which I get what he said, but they kind of it kind of started like pandering to me, and I got a little even like, oh look, guys, look, this is the first black ref to referee a main event title match, and it's just like you're pandering,
Yeah. And
you're
making that
pandering.
it was a
Willow
callback.
just won earlier in the night.
It,
I don't like pandering.
yeah, in the press conference initially with Swerve mentioning he'll be the first black AEW champion, so it may get overblown with TK always.
But again, it's like we're saying, like, all right, you made him the first black champion, great. But he's not looking like a strong champion right now. So you're touting him as this guy, but you really kind of pulled him off. The fans are still reacting, so that's good. But in all honesty, they've pulled him off since that win. And he's got a short window. Because you know Osprey's winning in Wembley. You know he's winning it. And it's 3 months away. So we're talking about 3 months where you have to continue to make this guy look like a strong guy. And they have not done that at all. And I'm sorry, Brian Cage ain't gonna look like a strong champion. Christian's cool, but I mean, does anybody really think Christian's gonna win? No.
How about this one, Wardlow? If he even like attempts to piss off Adam Page or uh, Adam Cole, Adam Cole.
Wardlow? No. I don't believe the guy anymore. Sorry. I mean, it makes sense because they said that Wardlow is going to be the guy, like Adam, the Wardlow will be the guy to win the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't buy it. I'm sorry. The dude has been booked into obscurity. I don't buy it. Mm-mm. Sorry, not me.
See,
Wardlow.
that's Josh's impression of Wardlow's booking. That's just sleeping head in the water.
Wardlow, go to WWE.
No, I don't know about that. I think he should go to Impact.
I
I don't think he stands out in WWE.
don't think he would stay. I think he would have a chance.
I don't know, man.
Hobbs will work with WWE. I
He
can see
might be a
Hobbs
mid
working.
card guy, but he'd at least have a chance. I
I think
mean,
he could be a top guy in Impact though.
he yes, that ain't saying.
Impact, it ain't like Impact ain't got nobody. They got guys like
Moose,
Hammerstone, Moose, Josh
Moose.
Alexander.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
not saying that like not. If you're going from AEW, where you were in main events, been a part of a top faction, been a part of a main event package, been a mid card champion, and then you go down to being a top guy in Impact, like it does that make a big impact? Is that going to revive his career? I don't know. Some people it does, but I don't know if he's one of those guys. And being the top guy in Impact would help I would go to WWE, even if you just then leave, come back a bigger star. That's what I would do. I think that about wraps it up.
Got the baby all nestled up at least.
You have anything you want to say?
That was a nice little okay discussion. Mainly because back-to-back great pay-per-views for both promotions, the top one. So it's gonna be another great year of wrestling for sure.
Oh yeah, man. I'm just looking forward to what's going on. I think both WWE and AEW both put on good pay-per-views. I think their weekly television sometimes can be hard to get through at times, but
Yes.
For both,
uh
yeah.
I think they AEW, I think it's just simple booking. They could just do just simple booking. If they just change that, they could have good weekly television, especially because their roster is so unique that they could definitely have it's like I remember when O'Shea gave the little criticism they had, and everybody just got so mad about it.
Yeah.
But he was telling the truth though, and like I remember when he was talking about like like moving it up a little bit because they people were talking about like when Tonga Lawa debuted, and they were like, oh, there was no video package for him, and people they don't know how to distinguish different things. Tonga Lao was interfering in a match and beating somebody up. That's not the same as somebody that I don't have a clue with coming down to the ring and wrestling one of my top guys on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like like Tonga Lao, like Tama Tonga, he didn't have a match for an entire month. So they basically told you how dangerous he was by him just beating the crap out of people. And so by the time you have the match, you already have a month's worth of stuff going on before you wrestle. Whereas AEW, they have some guy from some promotion that, unless you watching flippity doody doppity dippity do from
Mm-hmm.
whatever wrestling promotion it was, if you don't know who he is, he's coming down the ring to wrestle for like one of your titles. Yeah, you're like, who the fuck is he?
Like when
And
they brought in all the CMLL guys.
like the Vikingo guy, like they
Yeah.
brought him here to wrestle Kenny Omega. Is that who he wrestled? Was it Kenny
Yeah.
Omega who
He
he
wrestled
wrestled?
Omega for the AAA
Yeah, like the fuck. Well, we're supposed to know who he is, man. Like, and he's wrestling. You're one of your top stars.
And then you bring him
Like,
in. You bring in Commander. You bring in Gravity. You bring in all these CMLL guys that I, I, I don't keep up with all. I'm sorry. I don't. They all so when you bring them all out at the same time, I'm just not interested. Who is
yeah,
this? Why should I care? Okay, like all right, AAA Mega Champion. I get that, but I don't know this. He can't promo.
yeah, and you can't. You
You
should not
have
be
to
asking
tell me
that.
who he is.
And then, like I said, you could tell me over time,
Yeah.
but not when he's on his way to the damn ring to have a match.
Yeah.
Especially against someone like Kenny Omega, one of your big names.
Hmm. Like, why does this person justify a match with my top? They got to do better. It's 5 years in, and this is the same stuff we. So,
And they'll be alive for another 5 years with the same problem. It just
so I mean, it's a problem. It's something that they don't see, and that's the thing. It's like they don't see this as a problem. Therefore, they continue to do what they do. If we've been saying this from year one, introduce these people, give me a package, let them cut some promos, explain who this person is and why I should know, because I don't keep up with everything you keep up with everything. I don't keep up with everything Impact. You bring in these talents from Impact, I don't know them. I haven't seen Rich Swann since he got kicked out of the WWE. So like you bring him in because he's having a fight with Kenny Omega at Impact for the championship. Why should I care? It's a lot that they just need. These are little simple things that can help you here. Again, that comes down to a philosophy. You're a match based, and if you are match based, then all you're caring about is let me get these, and they're going to have a, and that's fine. They will, but people aren't going to be interested. You're going to get the same 150,000 people that's going to buy the pay, and that's great. You'll get that 9,000 people into the arena for the pay per views, and that's great. And they'll have great matches. But then 4 or 5 days later, when you have Dynamite, nobody's going to watch, and nobody's going to care because they didn't know who this was. When they first brought out Forbidden Door, and they had all that New Japan talent all over Dynamite TV, and the ratings plummeted because nobody knew who they were, nor did they care.
Yeah, and then I saw a match. I don't know if it was a couple of months ago. You had the Blackpool Combat Club, and I didn't really watch the AEW show. I just happened to like catch a replay of it, and it was like, man, they were in the ring like 20+ minutes with these guys from CMML. I'm like,
Yeah.
the hell. It's like, why are they taking so long to beat these guys, these little small luchador guys, man?
Thanks. Shouldn't. Not when Claudio's your former Ring of Honor champion. Not when Danielson is, one of your most over talents.
And
Not
Moxley is a
when Moxley is your top guy.
three-time AEW champion.
But they're struggling with these PMLL. It doesn't make sense. Just because you have working relationships with all these promotions, and that's good, it doesn't do you any good if you don't know how to work it. As a promoter, you're like a coach. Like you got the players go out there and they play. It's your job to put them in the best position. Are you putting your talent in the best position to succeed? And you're not. A lot of the talent, they're not. Most of the time, a talent happens to do something and just get over with the fans on their own and they throw a belt on. But they don't book them strongly enough to, sustain that heat, that weight. Just look at the Acclaim. They're where are they at now? Look at FTR. Where are they at now? It's Wardlow, Ricky Starks, and Big Bill. Why is Big Bill aligning himself to Jericho? Like it just doesn't make sense. They just roll a lot. It's sad.
I guess you don't have anything else, Jack.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm gravy.
Okay, so but yep. So I think it's gonna be another good year of wrestling. They both can make some tweaks. Neither and but I think AEW needs more tweaks because they're just trying to cater to the smarts. They're not getting any casual fans, and they take that term so like negative when someone says casual fans. They automatically think, oh, being like WWE, and it's like no, it's just like you're a new company. You need casual fans. That's how you grow your company. When you
And
have
you need a story. As long at the end of the day, you need stories.
not just matches, yeah.
Yeah, the
Because
casual fans will drive you.
I always say great moments are better than great matches because great matches always get replaced by another great match.
Everyone knows Hogan and Andre. That's a story. And that match is not that good, but that's one of the greatest stories ever.
Yeah.
And that moment.
He
Yeah.
slammed him. Yeah. Still talked about 40 years later almost shit.
It's David and Goliath. It's biblical. It's just
It's
how it is.
like before this year is over with, people gonna be talking about another match more than Danielson versus Osprey. They're gonna forget about it.
Yeah. That's what happens, man. Like you said, moments do mean more than matches. But if you're a match promotion, that's where the problem starts.
And with Cody, everyone knows that he beat Roman. It's just implanted now. It's every wrestling fan knows that now, and they'll forever know that.
That don't even watch just because he's all over.
Yep.
That makes a difference. If I'm a casual fan, if I'm somebody that's like, okay, game is over, what's on next? Give me something that's going to make me not. That's what a casual fan is. It's no different than like, you know, you go to baseball. The Cubs, it doesn't matter if the Cubs win 100 games or lose 100 games. Wrigley's going to sell out just about everything. But it doesn't matter. But if you're if you're the White Sox, if you're not winning, the fans don't show up. That's most products are elastic products. You have to give people quality for them to buy it. Otherwise, they're not everything is. If you want to be AEW, want to grow, you're going to have to do those special things. They don't want them. All right, gentlemen. With that, I'm going to do a due. I don't remember what else. Whatever.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna take my sleep. Get some good sleep.
Yep. You guys enjoy.
You guys enjoy too, man.
Really,
Take it easy.
Good talking.
Go back. Uncle Josh.
All right. Good night. Oh, okay.
Baby.
She said she's done talking about it too.
All right.
Okay. Okay, babe.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, guys.